God damn it. I'm about to have the greatest run in the entire world. It's gonna be like a 25-minute run. I can already tell.
The Club Podcast shows us.
How do people play stuff with the slight frame drop of OBS? I mean, I know the answer, and the answer is they just have a different computer that they use to do the streaming, and they just use a capture card. So you have a streaming PC and then the actual gaming PC. Or it also just might be having a better PC.
Yeah, I get you.
Can stop the sort of frame drop issues. Yeah, it's not actively detrimental, but it's I can tell. God damn it. I feel like I probably wouldn't have taken that hit elsewise. It was I'm a little cope on that one. That's fine. Oh, good. Glad I spent 5,000 gold on the frickin' compass. Only to immediately find another one. Yeah, this is worth it. This is a 3 health swing for a single bomb. You watching this shit, Jake? Shit. Damn it. Not enough for cape. That would be super helpful. I think by and large, the cape is probably the best item in the game, at least for me, because just being able to slowly descend, and there are certain worlds, the entirety of the ice world can just be beaten if you have a cape. I think there would be other opportunities to get a cape. Where's the entrance? Alright. Fuck. Okay. We're good. actually do have a lot of money. I could go. Volcano is easier. God damn it, that was dumb. Oh, god damn it. Fuck. That was on me. I played too slowly. I was playing like I had something to lose.
Bingus, bingus, bingus.
Nick here on
Bingus,
time.
What's good? What's
bingus,
good?
bingus, bingus.
Unlike Eddie.
Yeah, unlike Eddie, biggest fake fan ever.
Bongus.
Yeah, so Eddie's running late. Sage will not be joining us this evening. I don't know what he has going on, but it's something.
St. Patrick's Day.
That is true.
I'm also drinking a shit ton of Guinness because, hey, 25% of my DNA is Irish.
Oh yeah. You know, I'm all
Got the European mud going on.
I'm all drinkied out from last night.
I don't know my percentages.
Jake
My
does not
ancestry
know of his
percentages.
history.
My
I'm like
lineage.
25%. I'm like 25% Irish, 25% Polish, 20% English, and then like various Scandinavian, German.
That's so me when I'm various Scandinavian.
Various Scandinavian. Well, like the interesting thing I
That's
was
the name of
reading
my
about,
new
like,
prog rock band is Various Scandinavian.
Let's
No, but like
go.
you can almost tell from looking at a DNA test, like from analyzing it, that like if you have like low percentage enough like of Scandinavian, for example, like it's a good indicator that like that's a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
What is this? Is this a 23andMe conversation?
Well, no, it's I forget
We're
what the
talking about
DNA test
percentages
It's
is.
of
actually 24 and
ancestry.
24 in Gore. It's about Gore the
Yeah,
God Butcher.
I was talking about how like 25% of my DNA is Irish, so I'm
Where the
thinking
God
I
Butcher
should
has an
know
extra
this.
chromosome?
Anyways,
Isn't
to
that
the
right?
intro.
Where's Sage?
Ugh, let's just get this over with.
Bring it on. Let me at him. Woohoo. Yay.
Oh, oops.
Character emblem off-centered. And why am I not myself?
Yeah, so I moved the emblems, or I just moved like the green circles over. That way,
To
Nick, can you talk?
My name's not Nick.
All right, that's good. And you know, they were always going to be just like a little bit off.
Well, I'm off-centered.
I know. I'm fixing it.
Jake, that
Rah,
sounds like a
rah, rah.
skill. That sounds like a skill issue.
Yeah, Jake, I spend so much time on the fucking overlay, and you come in here and ruin it with your piss poor skill.
I'm allowed to come in here and say whatever the hell I want.
I
Who
can
said
come in
that?
here and say whatever the hell I want. If I start losing, I'm going on my phone.
Exactly.
I got games on my phone. Got a medieval game, of course, a jousting game, of course.
Do you have Total War Medieval 2 on your phone?
Yeah, it's a jousting style game.
You can
I
get
have
that
to-
on your phone.
I have Total War Obama.
Man, I wish that was real.
It's you control
Well,
drones.
you can
You
play
just
as
drones.
Obama in a Total War game. How is that for you?
Can you? Like,
No, I
bait?
want to play Total War Obama.
Yeah, you can
it's-
play as the Obama clan in Shogun 2.
No, I don't want to play. I want to play as Barack Obama.
Well, you can't do that. I
That's just
think
a
they should
Civ
make a
mod.
modern Total War game, but
Well, that's
That's
just
just a Civ
mods.
mod,
I'm saying,
probably.
you know, I'm saying no mods. I want base that. I want like,
Mhm.
you know, you choose on the screen. It's like Richard Nixon. You know,
Pokemon trainer.
there's a really good line that Frank Herbert said about Nixon that I've had kind of swimming around in my head for a while. I'll pull it up because I don't want to bastardize his words. And I quote, I wrote the Dune series because I had this idea that charismatic leaders ought to come with a warning label on their forehead. May be dangerous for your health. One of the most dangerous presidents we had in this century was John Kennedy, because people said, yes, sir, Mr. Charismatic Leader, what do we do next? And we wound up in Vietnam. And I probably think the most valuable president within the last century was Richard Nixon, because he taught us to distrust the government, and he did it by example.
Yeah.
Absolute bars. Shout out to you.
Big ups, Frank Herbert.
what's his name again?
Frank
Herbert
Herbert.
something?
Frank
Yeah.
Herbert, the guy who
Frank
wrote Dune.
Herbert? Yeah. That's an interesting take on
it's
why
an-
Nixon is your favorite president.
It's an insane take. It's an insane take. Anyways,
He's on another level.
Yeah.
Oh, also, my dad once stated that Nixon was his favorite president, but it wasn't
Only
for
for
based
creating the
reasons
EPA?
like
Was it for
like
creating
Frank
the
Herbert.
EPA?
No, like it was vague reasons. Like he believed that the country was like in a great place when he was president in his lifetime.
In the fucking 1970s?
I guess so.
It was a great
Your
time to
dad is
be
the
a
only
certain
person
type
who
of guy.
enjoyed it. No, it wasn't. Literally, nobody liked that time period.
Well, no, everyone looks back on
Well,
that and
my
is like,
dad
man,
was
I
my
love
dad was a
this. I
part of
love
like a
everything.
business owning family, so maybe that's why.
Hmm.
Greed was good back in the day.
Yeah, I think greed was good under Nixon.
Apparently now apparently it's like a sin now. Like, what the fuck? Anyways, so.
That's what happens when you let the fucking Catholics tell you what to do. Happy St.
Mhm.
Patrick's Day.
Happy St. Patrick's Day. Anyways.
Also, Eddie,
Yeah.
on my DNA test, and I don't know why, but 1% of my DNA is
Did you
Jewish.
get 99% that bitch?
No, I got 1% Jewish, and I'm trying to figure out like how that figures
It
into my
could be statistical
DNA.
noise, or it could be like one great great grandparent or something.
Yeah, interesting. I just
There are
wonder
a lot
how
of.
they
I
like
mean,
figured
do you
that
have any
fucking
English
out.
ancestry? Well,
Oh
there's a lot
yeah,
of
no,
genetic
like
markers that are unique to
20%,
Ashkenazi Jews because
20% of my DNA is English.
every Ashkenazi Jew on the planet is descended from at least one of a group of 900 people who lived in northern Italy in like 700 AD.
Mhm.
Oh, interesting.
So there are
It's
clear
like
markers.
it's
Like
like the
I'm
great bottleneck.
99 point something percent Ashkenazi Jewish.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Huh.
I'm
You've
like
taken like a
so
DNA test?
Ashkenazi Jewish. Yeah, I'm basically entirely like Levantine ancestry.
Oh,
Like
interesting.
99.1% Ashkenazi Jewish, and the rest is like Turkish or something. I guess somebody was in the Ottoman Empire at some point. But anyway, that's neither here nor there.
All right. Any
But
other announcements?
Oh,
I love my
there.
dog.
Nice.
I got that dog in me.
Chris.
You've been eating dog?
No. It's like a term,
Like, what's up,
a
dog?
phrase.
Oh my god. Can we please just play D&D?
Well, you were just talking about Ashkenazi, Eddie. You can't just turn the wheels on and off like that. Anyway, so
That's the guy. That's the main character of Pokemon.
yeah, that's his full
Last
name. It's
ketchup?
Ashkenazi. Does he have a last name? Oh, it's Ketchum, because Ketchum all.
Yeah.
What an awful decision, man.
No, it's ketchup. Please get it right.
Yeah. They should have had the other guy, the bad guy's name, like
Mustard.
Mustard. Yeah, I couldn't think of a good first name. All right, anyway, so
You know.
picking up where we left off. The party was sent north of Marnmouth to rescue a missionary who was captured by monstrous fish people known as the Sahuagin. Though their initial attempts at stealth were unsuccessful, the party was able to defeat them and save the missionary. Once the battle was won, the party decided to rest in the abandoned camp to heal their many, many wounds. We come back in as the sun rises on the morning after, your shadows stretching across the camp and into the sea.
See, I don't believe any of that happened. This is all a dream, and we're on a nice beach in Hawaii.
What's
I
Hawaii?
wish.
I said what's Hawaii?
Everybody's like, everybody disregard this half-orc.
I said what's Hawaii? Hello?
It's an island.
Where?
I saw it on across the waves, near your mother's house.
We live
Damn.
on the coast. We live in a forest.
It's a hidden sea.
What?
Okay, let's just get.
I always get stressed out in the morning. I don't know why.
How's our guest doing?
She rested for a little while. You all took turns taking watch. She looks in far better form. Still has a pretty pretty sizable bump on her head. And in the morning she's
We'll get
looking
to the.
looking a little bit antsy.
We should go back to the madams just to see nobody gets infected.
Yeah, we have
That would be bad.
we have orders to bring her back, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so
Wait,
let's
what?
bring her
Well,
back.
we have orders
What
to
did
resolve
I
the situation.
miss? Was I here for last session?
Yes.
Yeah, you were. It was that big fight with the floating sharks.
The one
Oh.
floating shark.
Shit was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fish people. You doing all right, Elf? I'm gonna like snap my fingers in front of his face.
Table talk. Yeah, I just kind of don't remember what happened last session. I don't know if it was because I was like really drunk.
You fought like a bunch of fish people, and don't go to the X isn't real. It can't hurt you channel. We fought a bunch of fish people. We rescued this hostage that they had. This was the second mission that we had. Remember, we like crossed the weird bone wall.
Oh wait, I'm kind of remembering it
And then we
now.
went down
Oh
to the
yeah.
camp and we tried to sneak up on them, but like they saw us coming.
I
we
just
got
don't know
totally
what
jumped.
infection you're talking about.
Well, she got like a giant wound to the side of her head, so we should go back to the clinic to make sure nobody gets infected. Because we just fought a bunch of fucking disgusting fish people.
Wow.
It was not like a
Okay.
specific infection.
Okay, I was like-
Racist.
I only play racist characters, Clark. You
That
have to
is-
learn this about me.
That's very true. All right, so
All right. I'm gonna ask Shide. Okay, should we head back?
yeah, wow. Ugh.
Okay, let's hit the road, gang.
Shide looks horrible.
You look like shit, Shide.
What did you just say?
I said you look like shit. Let's get you to the clinic.
Did you just swear?
Fuck! I don't know what's coming over me. I think that was a really stressful experience. Okay. Let's hit the road.
I'm gonna help. Is she like on the ground or is?
No, Shide is standing, but it's sort of like that really like tired stand. You're sort of
Okay.
waving back and forth a little bit.
I'll take point, and Veronica, you can take the back
Okay.
as we hit the road. Not that we should
Sure.
expect anything dangerous to happen. It's the morning, and we're not that far from town.
No, we're a half a day's trip, so we're fine.
Yeah, Jaimura sort of stands up. Is that how far we are? Half a day.
You know,
Yeah.
maybe at most 8 hours.
Good. I must return to my mission after all.
We just got to get you treated first. We're on strict orders to make sure you're not hurt.
So be it.
Okay.
Guess they will have to wait.
What will?
They. Swarthbucket Pass.
Oh. I doubt that's time sensitive.
She goes sort of like rolls her eyes a little bit, like, yeah, all right, you know.
Your wound doesn't look that bad. But we should make sure.
So be it. You are my rescuers.
Okay, let's hit the road.
All right.
Yeah.
So it takes you about
Woo, yeah.
6. With your wound, Shide is not really helping you keep pace here. Shide is sort of
I'm
holding
helping her
back.
anytime she's having problems.
Yeah.
I'm like pepping her up. I'm like, come on,
If she
Shida,
if she
you
starts
got
coughing,
this.
I rub her back. Like I'm like, it's okay.
All right. With your helping, it speeds it up a little bit, but it's still going to take you like 6.5 hours. So you're getting there around like, a little after midday.
So like 2 or
returning.
2:30ish.
Yeah, returning back to Marnmouth. The whole time, every once in a while, you watch Jayamura sort of holds her holy symbol in her hand, closes her eyes, and begins murmuring in a language you do not know.
This is not something I really notice or pay attention to. Although, For characters
guys-
who are interested in religion, it might be.
Oh, you're talking to me?
Yeah, she has the holy symbol that you bought and is praying
Yeah.
to it.
Can I try to decipher what she's saying? Maybe through religion?
It is a language you don't understand.
Okay, then. So I don't know the language, so I can't really make it out.
You can ask
It's
her
not in
about
my-
it.
That's a good idea. I will wait until she's done, and then I'll ask her about the type of prayer she was just doing.
She just sort of looks at you. I am focusing on what I need to do next. The details are important.
What language was that? I've never heard of it.
It is. She just sort of looks.
Aquin?
Let me see where it lands. Yeah, it seems more on the side of like, it's like it is a specific tongue of primordial.
Oh.
It is the chosen
I
tongue
sh-
of our god.
I'll look into that.
If you truly wish to do the dead god's bidding, I implore you to go to Aquarin. Speak to our church there. It is there that you will find your salvation.
Wait, Alf, are you from Aquarin?
Yes.
Do you know these people?
Do I? DM?
You do know of the Aquaticists. You ran into one while you
One
were
of them
in
told you you had a
Marnmouth.
false god a minute ago, like 10 minutes ago.
What was that? 10 minutes ago?
No, like 2 sessions ago.
Okay. The aquaticist. Yes.
May I see it?
What?
No.
May I see it? No.
Yes.
Not a fire, mother. It's just the northern lights.
No, mother, it's just Northern Lights.
Yeah, I don't really know anything about the aquaticists.
Well, what we've learned so far, just from things that have happened while all the characters are there, they worship the dead god, right? Or the drowned god, or whatever he's called,
It is known as the dead god.
which is not a reference to the drowned god in any way.
No,
But-
they are unrelated.
And he comes from the water, and he like is a god who's dead, but he's not like a god of death. And they seem to be like sort of aggressively monotheistic. Like, I think they said gods or something last episode. And Jayamura was like, one god, really angrily.
That is correct.
So they seem to have problems with people who are holy people of other religions, mainly because they think that their religions are false, as far as I can tell.
Oh. Well, these.
But this
Uh,
is not something that Heidi is like saying in character or anything.
No,
This is just
yeah.
what I was told.
Table talk.
Table talk
Yeah,
reminder.
it's just- It's just table talk. Okay. Well, your god is not the only one on the block, kid.
Jayamura just scoffs. Believe in what
I
you
will put the
must.
giant bird.
She seems like less of an asshole than the other one we met. Okay. Does anything like of note happen on the way home? Like, do we run into anything interesting, or is it just mostly empty road?
Nope, it's mostly empty road. The road sort of north of there, especially as you're following the coast. Not a lot is really in that area. You're also not that far away from the city in terms of distance-wise, just because walking on foot is like a slower process. So, yeah, there you don't run into anything. It's a nice sunrise. You get to see the sunrise sort of shining across the land and glistening off the sea. But you finally make yourself over to Marnmouth. So where do you want to go?
I think I'll
Are we going-
probably go
are we-
report to Mallory, and everyone else should like hurry to the Madams because I was already at 25 health before the long rest, so I'm like less banged up than everybody else, even though I got
Well, we
fucking
took a long
ganked by a
rest.
shark.
We're
I know, but
we're
what I'm
completely
saying is
fine
like
now.
my wounds are less severe, even if like in character everybody's HP is at maximum.
All right.
There's a difference between
Oh.
being at max HP and being like fine.
Yeah, look at Cheetah.
Exactly.
Yeah, let's.
All right, you guys stay at the
Cheetah should
Madams. I'll
probably
go report
yeah
to
come to the Madams.
Mallory, and she can come to the clinic.
That's fun.
I don't look great either, but I don't look terrible.
We all look like shit. We all went down at least once that fight.
Yeah, that's true. I don't think Elf went down.
Oh.
He might have.
I don't believe Alf
I
went
don't
down.
remember.
Alf got properly healed.
All right.
Unlike me, I couldn't heal myself.
All right, so you go, you separate, you make your way.
You should heal yourself now.
So as you part ways, we'll just start with you, Heidi. You find Mallory as she's returning to her estate. She is wearing her military regalia, but not her armor. You've never seen Mallory outside of her armor, save for the portrait which line the halls of her estate.
Lady Mallory.
Ah, you're back. Alone. Oh no.
The rest of them are at the Madams. Nobody was hurt. Well, everyone was hurt, but nobody was killed.
And
but
the hostage?
Some of them are banged up pretty bad. Hostage is all right. She's got a nasty wound to the side of her head, but it looks like she's recovering well.
Well, that's great.
It was a brutal fight. They levitated a shark somehow. Hey, what? You're in some kind of regalia?
Yes. We
Is
had
there
a
a ceremony?
moot.
Oh, that's like an election, right?
A meeting.
Where I come from, they just let the oldest person tell everyone what to do.
See, now that's what I'm talking about, huh? Well, I got some news from that. I should probably wait to tell you all at once.
Okay.
But,
Do you want to come to the clinic, or are you busy?
I should return in. This is business we should take care of within my estate.
Once everyone's healed up a little bit, we'll come get you.
Come to me.
Come meet you. Sorry.
Yes. Good. All right. Well, I am glad that you are safe and that all is, well, relatively. And I heard from Alden. Quite a beast that you found in that ship.
Yeah, it looked almost like a beholder. Kind of like a big fleshy thing. Lots of eyes and tentacles and mouths.
Strange.
Smelled horrendous. I think everybody had to hold their breaths all fight.
Well, that was a good decision to do that then. From the descriptions I got from the dock workers, it did not seem a pleasurable experience.
Yeah. That's about right. Oh, before I go back to the clinic, I'm gonna like fish through my bag and pull out one of the weird coins. Do you recognize this? This is the coins that the fish people had on them.
He goes, takes a look at them. Yeah, some of these designs look a little familiar. This is just old currency.
You think they got it from a shipwreck?
That sounds about right. That reminds me, that's where I've seen them before. We were dredging up ships for, well, what is now Ship Row. God. We found a lot of these sort of old-looking coins in there. Not all the ships we dug out of there were unitary.
Interesting. Maybe, well, what would they need coins? I guess they must buy and sell stuff down there. But why would they use our coins to do it?
Well, I wouldn't say these are our coins.
Well, surface coins, I mean.
Yeah, well, who knows? There are a lot who will do business with questionable customers. I tend
I
not
wonder
to.
if they were trying to
delve-
ransom the hostage.
Perhaps. I'm not sure.
Well, dead men tell no tales. Anyway, we'll be back at the estate probably tonight, or maybe tomorrow.
Very well. I will see you then.
Thanks, Mallory. Lady Mallory.
And to you. She sort of
I'm gonna
walks
give her
into
like a little curtsy.
She nods respectfully and moves on.
I might honestly, like, go to the bathhouse because I'm disgusting and covered in fish sauce.
Without us, I feel betrayed.
But fish sauce.
You
is
guys are
delicious.
convalescing.
What are you
Yeah,
talking
what
about?
we're right across the street from it.
Yeah, also the brothel and Madame's are very close to each other.
Yeah, so I'll just, go take a bath and then come to Madame's.
Wait, I'm at the brothel?
No,
You guys are going to Madame's.
Y'all are.
Madame's is not the. See, the brothel is the sanctuary of Soon. The religious clinic is Madame's.
It's very confusing. We get it all the time,
Anyways.
but great business.
Okay, I'll stop in. I'll stop in at Madame's first.
Okay, so the rest of you make your way to Madame's. It's pretty relatively as busy as it normally is on midday. Just a lot treating people for some different coughs and random injuries.
Nobody has the bloody flux.
No. Another
There's
case
no
of
way
swamp flu. Ah, look at you all. You are all back. And Shide immediately like sort of walks in and just like slumps down into a cot. She goes and starts examining. Veronica, what part of keep her safe did you not understand?
I did my best, of course, but I went down in combat as well, so it's to be expected that they will be hurt without my services.
Very well. Well, I hope you will use this experience to do better.
Of course.
And she goes and sort of snaps her fingers and points over to some of the other medics who are in the building, points over toward Jayamora and Alf. Go, check them, see if they are all right. They go, sort of give you a quick check. Looking over you, Alf, they actually find, sort of, like, looking over you, just, your skin, it is, or different person, your skin, it is very green. It is sort of, well, it is already green, but is it normally this shade of green?
Can I roll to see if I remember how my skin usually looks?
Yeah, I would say make either a medicine check or a perception check on your own skin.
Alright. I rolled a 15.
15. Okay, you actually are looking a bit paler than you normally are.
Paler. I say I am a bit pale.
Oh, yes, as I feared. Well, yeah. They go and they grab some roots out of a small thing, placing them into a bag. Take these, either eat them raw or place them into a tea, and this should help ward off. It seems that you may be coming down with a small case of the swamp fever.
Ooh, that doesn't sound happy.
When I hear swamp fever, I proceed to check myself.
All right, you do. Make a medicine or a perception. So they sort of look. Yes, swamp fever is not a very good disease to have, of course, but if counteracted within the early stages, you will be fine.
And
Where's
please,
my-
how delightful will this tea be?
She
Roll
goes
an
and she
18.
goes and reaches behind again and grabs another thing. This is a mint leaf. Put that in. It shall make it a little more palatable.
Oh, absolutely. I take it.
Mm-hmm.
I rolled an 18, Clark. On my
18.
medicine.
Your skin is already pretty pale, but you do not see. It does not look like you are having any symptoms.
I think I'm fine.
Mark's
I think I'm
trying
not
to
going
kill
to
me
die.
with rare swamp diseases.
Death by rare swamp disease.
You might have gotten that during the Swarm Lord fight, not even during the Fish People fight.
You never know. It's the fucking swamp.
Yeah. So they inspect Jayamura as well, to sort of give some quick once overs. They supply her with some with like a cold towel to place on her head. Jayamura for the most part is very sort of rejecting a lot of the attention, just sort of like I must be going. Get off me. And at this point,
At which
Heidi,
point-
you enter.
By Jake.
By Jake?
What?
Was it
I'm
by
not
Jake
here.
moment?
No,
Nope.
I'm still here.
Oh, that was a
I'm
by
back.
Nick moment.
Oh my god.
I'm back.
Mallory wants to see us later. They had a moot or something, so it seems like it's important to update us about whatever happened.
Shide's eyes just sort of like open up wide. We should
is
get
that a big
going.
deal?
We should get going.
I told her we'd get there tonight. No, you can't move right now.
No, I got this. Don't. She sort of like stands up. Her legs are a little bit shaky. Sort of. Whew. We're good. I'm good. We need to go see Mallory.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go over to Jayamura.
She's standing there, like swatting off a medic who's like trying to wrap around her head. Get off me.
I guess, well, we gotta run and talk to our boss, but, hey, it was really nice to meet you, and, good thing we saved you from those fish people.
Yeah, thank you for the assistance there. I am sure that
Keep in touch.
yes. She goes and sort of taps her pockets. Don't really have much on me in terms of monetary thanks, but I'll have something on my way back.
Okay.
And well,
Well, thank you in advance.
may the dead god's blind eyes watch over you.
I'm gonna write that down in my little book of things that I write down.
All right. Oh, we're getting some background noise on you, Nick.
Yes. How bad is it?
Pretty bad.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot of papers being moved around.
Are you like walking in the woods?
I am outside, actually.
Where are you going?
I'm smoking a cigarette. I didn't want to leave, so I brought it on my phone.
Gotcha. Okay, that's fine.
Oh gang.
You know, we'll have you just. It's probably not. It probably won't
Is
be that
it-
bad.
is
Yeah.
it-
Just be cognizant.
Is it bad anymore?
Don't think so. No. Think it's all right.
Okay. Yeah, it moves it.
All right, sweet. Okay, so You all sort of stand up. Madame just sort of looks around and says, "You do understand that these are not free services. I will speak to Mallory about the payments for this."
Fine. You're doing a really good thing.
I know. Get out.
Thank you, madame.
Get out. Go.
Okay.
Thank you. I give her a soft wave.
We all like trudge out.
You all trudge out. Jayamora included. He almost like left before you all, and you see that she has thanked you all and is now heading towards in the direction of the market.
And we're going to Mallory's.
Yeah.
Got it.
All right. So you enter within Mallory's estate. She is still sort of wearing her regalia. Not really that much time has passed. Probably about an hour or two, at most.
I'm sort of supporting Shide.
Yeah, Shide is moving slow. Shide very much is trying to go faster, but it is not working. You enter within. So, tell me, how'd everything go?
This is probably a Shide reports the situation.
Shide does not seem to be in a state to report the situation. One of you will need to do it.
Well, we went up. It took about half a day. And then we saw the camp, and they had some kind of magical. It was like a hedge almost made of bones surrounding the whole camp. And we were able to bypass that after a fashion. We tried to sneak up on the camp, but they got a jump on us. They were like levitating a shark or something. It's all kind of a blur. There are about 5 or 6 of them, and a couple of them could use magic. They seemed to become sort of crazed by the smell of blood. Really nasty, nasty business. Most of us were either down or barely up by the end of the fight, but
We had our shit
You know.
kicked in.
you're a woman of God.
There's no tenets about swearing.
That's very rude. Anyway,
Being jumped was rude.
that was also rude. We got super jumped. We thought we were
You
pulling
went down after
sneaky
a
on him.
flying shark hit you.
It hit me really hard, okay? I don't think that was normal. How hard? Anyway,
It was extreme. It was more. It wasn't that they controlled a flying shark. I think it was a shark spirit.
I don't think it was a spirit. It bled.
Spirits bleed. I think.
I never met a spirit that bled.
I don't really met a spirit.
Yeah, I have met a spirit.
Mallory
Anyway.
sort of looks at you a little less patient than before. She's sort of sitting there sipping from
Yeah.
her gourd.
We rescued the hostage, and she was treated at Madame's and has just left. She says she'll have a reward on her way back to town for us.
Huh, great. Well, those aquaticists aren't exactly the most understandable people, but they're good with their coin and they have a lot of influence. So that was some very important and good work. And the other job, the one on the ship, I received news from Alden and from the head of the shipyard, but I was particularly interested in that victim that you found there, this Thrag Orios, as well as the method of his death. What do you
Should
think
I
about
cover
it?
this one, Heidi? Because I was the
Yeah, you
Well,
investigated
conducted-
the corpse.
Yep.
You conducted the
Um,
autopsy, so to speak.
Yes. From what I've gathered when I investigated the body, he seemed to have been murdered. It seems from a knife stab wound in the lower neck area, into the general area. And seemed as if the body was dumped in the ship, and then that creature seemed to have been feeding on the corpse itself post death.
When we when we met those people with the snake tattoos on the road, the ones that Swarmlord was scared of, they mentioned an incident with a cart driver or a carriage driver, where they were like, that's how Swarmlord attacked them, right? The cart driver ran off and Swarmlord was able to take their stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But we talked to people in the bar about Thrag, Thrag or Thrag.
Brad,
We talked to people in the bar about Thrag, and apparently he had mentioned to one of them that he was going to take a job as a cart driver, or whatever it was. So it seems like it might have been talking about the same incident. So what worries me is the assassin who tried to kill Swarmlord also did it with a knife attack, and the same people who would have had a grudge against Swarmlord would have had a grudge against Thrag.
we would have to check the body if it has poison, though.
Oh, it could have been,
We have to see if,
days, and it was being fed on by the thing.
but who knows?
So who knows
Because
if
we
it would
can't.
still be in the system?
If there were traces of poison, we could say that there's a possibility. But
That would
like,
be worth checking for sure. I think
Even
Madame
without,
said that she was able to do that.
even without the poison, this would be a very, very rare coincidence.
Yeah. I guess we can ask Swarmlord for the description of the cart driver, right? Because he must have seen him when he robbed the caravan. So we can see if they match.
Potentially, if you wish to rush out into the bogs again and try and find that stealthy little
can we
ship.
send him? Is there a way we could send a messenger bird?
Potentially.
Wait, can he read or write?
I don't think so. But
Then there's no point in describing what we're looking
There's
for.
magic in the world. I thought there was monsters in the world.
Do we know someone that can cast sending?
Unfortunately,
I
I don't
will-
think I have it.
I will send a message to Swarmlord to see what it is that he remembers.
Hmm.
We just shouldn't make any
And if he just
accusations without a
matches the
little bit more evidence.
description of the body, then there's a potential link.
There's already a potential link.
It's thin, but this would make it more solid.
Yes.
Well, gives us something to think about. And, oh, I nearly forgot. I have good news. At the moot, I requested some funds for Hydra as an alternative for me using the full force of the bog. The commission was obviously against it, but Olden managed to convince the other merchant lords of the cause's legitimacy, likely due to your successful task with his landed ship. Long story short, how would you all like for your positions to be a little bit more permanent?
Like, we'd be an adventuring guild?
I
We're
wouldn't
less of a
say
guild. I feel like we're more of a strike force, personally. That's what we sound like.
Is money involved?
there is. You will receive coin, some from the city of Marnmouth, the rest from my treasury at your service. You'll be given the same sort of tasks you have already done for me, but with the more consistent and higher pay.
Yeah.
Will this interfere with my job for the Madame, or will I have to pick
Likely.
one per
Yes.
se?
You can
I'll have
assist
to
the
think-
Madame however as much as you wish, but, and I believe the Madame has already made this clear to you, my needs come first.
Understood.
Wonderful. Well, here, take this as payment for your good work on both jobs. We are doing good work here. You are handed a pouch containing 260 gold pieces.
Oh,
260. All right, 260 divided by 4.
65. Or I think
Ooh, everyone
75.
gets 65
Yeah,
gold
65.
pieces.
Yep.
wow. That's a payday.
Is there any form of tenant housing for work with by working in this lucrative team of individuals? Would there be any employee housing?
I have just handed you more gold than most people will see in their lifetime. You can find yourself a suitable housing.
Understood.
You got to get out of that place with what's it, Deebus? That guy's an asshole. I mean, a jerk.
Ah, they says, and then
A jerk. A big jerk. Big dumb jerk.
I can't wait for we should get a Heidi swear jar where Heidi has to put a gold piece for every time she swears.
Gold piece. That would make me. That would
Yeah,
make
so you
me.
gotta really watch
get
out. You really have to watch out when you're swearing it.
there.
It's a reward. Once it's full, you get a prize.
all right, I'm
That
writing
guy was
out
a real
I'm
jerk.
writing out a magic item, a jar of swearing. Anytime anyone says it, a gold is magically
charge
lost from your
counter.
inventory and placed within the jar.
And it can only be retrieved by the person that fills the jar completely.
Mhm. All right, so Mallory sort of looks over all of you. I am going to take some time to think. I think I have something for you that will be a little bit longer in terms of the task, but I need to do some thinking about it beforehand. Take the rest of the day and the night to clean up and do whatever you must do. Come to the estate at dawn. We have much work to do.
Hey,
Is anyone thinking what I'm thinking?
I want to take a bath.
Bathhouse?
Shide looks to you.
Bathhouse.
Shide looks to you. I am thinking what you're thinking. And then her body goes limp and she slams down onto the ground.
Oh, sheesh.
I
Might just need some sleep.
I will have
No.
her brought to her room. The rest of you, go on.
Hey,
get out of my house.
All right, so you guys have about a few more hours to daylight and then the night to do anything you want to do, any research, looking into the materials that you scrounged up from the camp, or
Yeah, I'm gonna go-
any other investigation or research or purchases that you would like to
I'm
do.
going to the bathhouse.
I already want to take a
Yes.
dang bath.
Take a dang bath.
All right, so it'll be 2 silver each of you. As you've been going to the bathhouse more and more often, you're finding that some people seem to be, a little more. There's a bit of a dichotomy. There are those who are very much on the side of like, oh yeah, no, they like come in here, they take baths, they're no trouble, they're in and out. And then others who are kind of who are a little colder to you, along the lines of you're coming into this establishment and you are not paying more money for the services that are in here. Like, why are you here?
It's really convenient.
I work across the street.
I mean, they don't say
need
this
to
to you,
bathe.
but
I know.
it's
I
a
know.
vibe. You're picking up, like,
Heidi is not picking up the vibe. Well, I guess Heidi. Can I make an
think I'll
insight check to
just-
see if I pick up the vibe?
Sure.
I think they're all
Ooh,
just staring
That's
at me because of the
actually
horns.
a. What is my insight modifier?
-1.
Yeah, so that's an 18.
18. Okay. Yeah, you pick up the vibe.
Huh. I kind of get the feeling most people aren't here just to take a bath.
Are they staring at my horns?
I don't think that's what they're staring at.
Oh.
Well, I can use my money to purchase other services, I'll ask about them.
I proceed to.
Heidi is
as soon as
already
he
in like
says
a
this,
bath
I'm
chamber.
going to the bath.
All right.
Okay, Heidi and Veronica get a room.
All right. You go and you speak. You speak to Madame.
Not Madame.
Or sorry, you speak to there we go. You speak to Phineas, person who you met
Okay.
initially. Sort of this scrangly looking Aquarin, or not Aquarin. What are the
Triton?
guys' names again?
Sea elf? Triton?
Tritons.
Triton. Thank you. Yes, scrangly looking Triton sort of walks over to you. Yes, are you interested in purchasing some of the other services that we have to offer?
Yeah, I was going to inquire what they are. I mean, first and foremost, I need to take a bath, but I would like to spread my patronage. This seems like a fine establishment. I was wondering what other services you had available.
Of course. Well, if you require bathing, the thing that would fit well with your needs would be a companion for you.
God, I don't say that in
Oh,
in world.
God. He says.
Yes,
Oh,
one
God.
to
I don't.
assist in your cleaning up.
And how much does this cost?
Oh, well, that would be about 5 gold piece.
Oh my God.
These are expensive companions.
Will they help me on quests?
Oh, wait, did I say 5? Sorry, 2.
Oh.
Oh, these are cheap
Good.
companions.
It would be,
Will they help me on a quest?
Well,
Would
that
be
changes.
It costs
Two-
extra.
2 gold piece for an extra
much
set of
is-
hands if you are looking for more than just one set of hands. Certain agreements can be arranged. For those of certain proclivities as well, those can be catered to.
What proclivities do these include?
Well, that depends. What sort of proclivities do you have?
Well, I like anybody who's in my presence to be having fun. I guess that's the proclivity.
I like drugs and sketchy pills. My favorite ones are the ones that kill.
Oh my god.
Well,
I didn't say that, Eddie.
I am sure that whoever you are brought will be more than pleased to do your service.
Sign me up. I flicked 2 gold coins.
Oh my God.
All right. He takes the
This is
two.
Alex. Oh, this is
He
literally
grabs the
Alex
he
last
grabs the
night.
he grabs the 2
Or
gold
last-
coins and just says,
campaign.
and any specific attributes that you find appealing, male, female.
Well, probably female, but other than that, I mean, just useful, I guess.
Well, probably female.
Very well. All right. Go ahead. We will give you your own your own bathroom, as it were, and we will have one come to you. Do enjoy yourself.
Thank you. And have a blessed day by Ilya.
Thank you. All right, so the rest of you go and you take a normal bath. Your thing is dropped off. There's an occasional mention of, oh, hey, just in case you were wondering, we still have different,
Do these extra services include like a new fresh like soap they use or something? Like what are they asking for these extra services?
Veronica, hang on. I'm gonna consult with my friend here. I'm gonna take Veronica over to the side of the room.
What?
I think this
What?
is a brothel.
A brothel? No.
I think
The
people
name has a
pay
god
here.
on it. The name is literally has a god on it. Why would?
Well, I was reading, and I think it's like a fertility god.
No, that's impossible.
I think that's what the deal is. I think
I roll a religion check.
Yeah, okay, roll a religion check.
No, that's impossible. Oh, that's impossible.
Should I roll persuasion?
I rolled an 11.
Okay, and 11, I would say you know that Soon is a
You know that fertility
goddess.
gods exist.
You know that Soon is a goddess. You do not know exactly what Soon stands for. Your sort of decisions about why a place called the Sanctuary of Soon would have so many scantily clad lads and ladies walking about.
I thought the scantily clad women were priests, and that's just their wardrobe.
I think they, in a certain way they are.
Wait, Clark, while I'm walking to
I was about to say
my
something that was
arrangement, can I
so
roll a
funny.
quick check to see if I understand the religion?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh my god, I was about to say something. That would have been really fucking funny.
Say it.
I didn't.
I don't
yet.
want to say it.
Okay.
Say it. Say it,
Oh
Jake.
my-
You're on the spot.
Fine. I was
Don't
gonna say,
say that you have
oh.
something to say and then not say it.
Okay, fine. I was gonna say, oh, that explains why down all the rooms I thought they were priests because I keep hearing someone saying, "Oh God, yes, oh God, yes," down each doorway.
Veronica,
Clark, I
do you
rolled
have a
16.
family? Did they have this talk with you?
We would talk of God and a giant bird that we worship.
Nobody,
loud out.
none of my friends have a family.
I have a family. They're alive and well. They just kind of don't like me anymore.
I didn't talk to you about this.
It's kind of hard when the main focus was the horns growing out of the side of my head.
Why?
No man
What's wrong with
wanted to-
horns? I know
Hey,
there's plenty of fawns and satyrs. They're pretty cool people.
in my town. When it wasn't treated.
Was your town attacked by satyrs?
What? No.
What's the problem?
I'm just different.
What's wrong with being different?
That's the thing. I was the one
You're gonna
different.
understand humans.
Hmm.
Anyway,
Yeah, what did you roll, Elf?
16.
16. Okay, you recognize that Soon is very much a greater goddess of beauty and passion.
I see.
Yeah, it is not just, oh, this is a goddess just of fertility or sex.
she's
This
a goddess of
it is of beauty and
protected
of
sex.
passion.
Mm.
Passion in all forms. So it is it is not just, oh, good passion. It is bad passion, infatuation, obsession. There are many sides to this divine. But so as for you, Alf, you make your way up to your room. Is there anything?
Wait, can I also roll a I want to ask you a question.
Me, Clark?
No, you, the DM.
Okay, that is also me, Clark. I didn't know if you wanted to ask Phineas a question or something. Okay, yes. What?
I don't know if this is a religion check or a history check, but I want to know if this establishment, the people working this kind of job that I'm about to enter in, are religious themselves, or if they're just I don't know.
I'll say make another religion check.
Sure. Oh god, this isn't as good. 9.
9. Yeah, you can't really.
9.
You cannot really tell exactly where this is. Soon very much could be coming from these people are worshippers of them, or it could just be this is
they're just a bunch of freaks.
in the same way that a place called Aphrodite's den. It may not have priestesses of Aphrodite, but it's more using
The
that as
house
a
of a
term
thousand
of
hands.
using that as a term to describe that which undertakes there. Either way, you are brought to your bathhouse, and a few minutes pass, and there just sort of is like this big wooden tub, just sort of empty.
Empty.
Yeah. After a few minutes, someone walks in, female, maybe around mid-30s, sort of enters in. Well, hello. And who might you be?
Hello, I'm Elf. What is your name?
You can call me Flo.
Flo.
Progressive lady?
I'm just gonna imagine the progressive lady.
Well, I can give you a bit of a description. She's fairly tall, around like nearing around 6 feet. Slender, sort of like this a bit of green of skin, but not in the same way that your skin is green. Sort of like this, almost like sea foam, sort of like oceany green.
Sea elf?
I was thinking water
No.
genasi.
Okay.
She goes and
That's
looks
what
to
my-
you. Well, please disrobe yourself and enter the tub.
I disrobe myself and enter the tub.
All right. You enter the tub.
Well, I'm glad you're here because the tub isn't
I
filled,
am approaching
and I
you
would
with
have had trouble
romantic
doing it
intent.
myself. I am very tired.
Yeah, it's very Hank Hill energy. Yeah.
You sit there, sort of the dry wood chafing against your bare ass cheeks. She sort of walks towards you a bit slowly, steps into the tub, and she begins waving her hand slightly, and you watch as above you sort of a big globe of water begins to appear. In an instant, she snaps her fingers and the water falls, flashing down, filling the tub entirely, standing there now before you, completely disrobed.
Oh.
Well, please enter. I'd like to have a chat.
This is a question mark. What on earth?
She
I'm here for my.
pauses for a moment. A chat.
Well, unless you have something else in mind, but I don't know. I was just looking for a companion during my bathing. I like to meet new people. I smile.
Bro, paid 2 gold for a friend. Damn.
By the way,
very well.
Table
What?
Talk, I'm reliving my 2019 Krakow, Poland strip club experience.
You just befriended people?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Very well. Whatever it is that you want. Would you like me to begin assisting you in the bathing?
Me and I'm really tired, so that would be appropriate. Whatever you find fit.
Very well. She goes and begins sort of washing you a little bit with some sort of like soaps and perfumes, her hands sort of running up and down across your body.
Now, that magic you use, are you naturally proficient, or are you learned?
Oh, no, I have always been able to do that.
Oh, so you are a sorcerer, as myself.
I would not say that. I believe that there are some things that come naturally to certain people, and other things, as you mentioned, need to be learned. I find myself very naturally talented at many things, but I am also a fast learner.
I see. Myself, I don't know. I've been struggling, you see.
Oh, and Why is that? Is there anything I could do to help? She places her hand gently on your shoulder.
You're very persuasive, but yeah, I just do need to get something off my chest for a second.
Very well.
Now, well, I'm gonna ask a question first. Is there any god that you observe?
We are all servants of Soon here. In one way or another.
And you observe. You are devout.
I perform in her ways.
And tell me, what are the tenets of this faith that you perform for?
Perhaps it is best if I were to show you. Is that something you would be interested in?
Absolutely. Yes.
Fade to black,
Um,
please.
But first, I would
Fade
like
to
to tell you
black.
about
The screen almost fades to black, and then, but first, and it comes back up.
It's like a circle zoom. It's like a circle that fades back out.
Yeah.
I mean, I could talk more, but it could fade to black. That's
I
fine.
mean, you can talk more. Like, if you have any other questions beforehand, go right ahead. This is good roleplay.
Well, I'd like to say, can you just remind me what my god's name again? I'm just forgetting. I'm kind of drunk. Ilya?
Your god is,
Hold on, let me pull up my own sheet.
yeah, yours
Are
is
you
the
drinking
goddess.
a lot of water, Nick?
Yours is the goddess
What?
of
Have some
Oh,
water.
no,
Illyra.
yeah, I have one.
Yeah, definitely have water.
Illyra.
Illyra.
Illyra. Okay, not Ilya. Illyra.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I'd like to tell you about my god, my goddess, Illyra, the goddess of joy in all forms, happiness. And I always aim to perform as well, so anything I can do, I will. But I've had a bit of a crisis of faith lately, if you'll hear me out.
Of course. That is why I am here. One of the reasons that I am here.
You just paid 2 gold for a therapist.
I have,
Is
you
this
know,
a network?
I don't know if my insurance covers this, but I'm gonna go ahead anyways.
Do we get insurance from Hydra?
No.
See, from a young age, I have worshipped this goddess, and done so with the utmost fervent manner
Zeal?
that I could. The utmost zeal. Yes. But I've thrown myself in with a lot lately. They call themselves the Happy Monk Salesman. And they're organized. I founded a way to progress through the world and do more good, but it just feels strange. I feel like passion and joy is supposed to be spontaneous, but they do it in such an odd manner. And lately, I just haven't known what to do, and I don't know, I'm just looking for advice, I guess.
Well, I believe that you must do whatever you think is right. And whatever spreads as much joy as you possibly can. There is no definition for how one finds joy. I, for one, have come to know that very well. You must do as you wish, and I am sure that your divine will see that and understand.
To do as I wish. Well, thank you. might sound simple, but I'll take it to heart, and it does mean something.
Very well.
Well,
Ha-
that was all I had on my mind. Did you have anything in mind?
Is there anything else you wish from me?
Well, I'll ask you the same question. What would fill you with joy at this moment?
To be honest, I would like to leave.
And so, it be done. Thank you for our chat.
And thank you for your patronage. I do hope to see you again, perhaps in a more performative circumstance.
Absolutely.
I went to a whore. She said my life's a bore.
All right, and
Thank you, Eddie.
she leaves. All right, so you all go. You finish up your baths and exit out into the night.
I'm
Hey, Veronica,
gonna
why don't
go
you go
find
tell that
new
guy
house.
Debus to buzz off?
Yeah, I'm gonna go
I'll go
find
with
new
you.
housing for the rest of the night. I'll
You
see
just
you
gonna
all
ignore that guy?
in the morning.
Also, by the way, that's not how my Poland strip club adventure ended. I did get the Facebook of a hooker, and she's a very nice woman.
Let's
Cool.
go.
Unfortunately, Flo does not have Facebook.
I know.
You know of.
Anyways, so Veronica is going to go look for other housing. The rest of you, what would you like to do? You can also just, if you want to just go back and go to sleep, you can do that. Or if you want to do any shopping, any other investigations, go right ahead.
I want to see if there's a mint.
Okay. Make me a history check.
Uh, 5.
As far as you know, coins fall out of the sky and are used in that circulation. You do not know if there is a mint.
Well, okay then. What should I do?
Yeah, you do have money now. You can purchase
Yeah, I want to
things.
buy stuff. Is there like? I'm gonna look. I'm gonna go to the market. Well, it's so late out.
Yeah.
I'm looking for first class Crusaders, first class champions, like gear
Okay.
or merch or something.
Gotcha. So that's not something that
You're
will
only
be.
trying counterfeit bootleg.
That's not something that would be carried by any of the brick and mortar shops. So you'll be making a roll for investigations in the market.
Sure. This investigation,
Investigation or perception, up to you.
same modifier. 8.
8. All right. It takes you a while. Like, this is basically going to take you all night with this.
Fine.
But eventually, you finally find a little stall for the guy claiming that he is from Ilum.
You really from Ilum?
It has been a
So cool.
long journey here.
Skindo skis.
But I have... No, he just... You look
Just
up
have the
at...
same voice.
No, Gendo Skis is a much deeper voice. This guy, you sort of look up to him. Very tall Goliath.
Jimbus
Okay.
Geese.
I am very far from Ilum, but I have brought the goods of the great jewel of Phaeotia.
The Commonwealth.
Really? Can I
Hills
see?
above.
Of course, take a look, and he shows you just this sort of thing. You see a couple things, like some very simple like pendants for the Ilum knife ears. That I would say Heidi actually does know of.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah, so
familiar.
you see some knife ears things, a couple like little statues of like like some nonsense, sort of like a fake, a very obviously like not super well made like district guard badge or symbol,
Mm-hmm.
as well as some first choice champions merchandise.
Merchandise. I love product.
Ah, I
love
see
seeing
there is
product.
something that has caught your
I love-
eye.
I love products and services.
I'm the biggest fan of the FCC. They're like real heroes to me.
Hmm.
Oh my
I'm
god.
so excited to see this stuff.
Well, for their biggest fan, I can show you my reserve inventory.
Oh, gimme.
He goes and he like takes something out from underneath sort of a box, and he shows you a little. There is a sketch drawing of the sort of lead members of FCC, people that you recognize. You recognize, of course, Barris,
Naturally.
Dylinian, of course, as one does, and you also recognize one Irona and Venoa.
Mhm.
So they're sort of posing. They're very much like a posed picture. They're sort of standing over a great large beast that they had killed. So there's a good drawing of that. You find a little FCC badge. This is sort of like a sew-on patch, basically.
Mm-hmm. Is there anything else?
Let me think. And there is one other thing. It is another drawing. It is just of Barris, and you see written in a different pen, cursive, stating simply a signature: Barris Dylinian, founder
Now,
of FCC.
I have another thing which is signed by Barris, right?
You do, but when you look at that, the thing that you have, you look at it and you're like, oh, like this is a signature. What I have is a bit more like a stamp almost. Like this looks like, it looks a little more authentic.
Well, how much for this?
Something of this, This is very rare. Mr. Dylinian does not always sign things for fans. He keeps it very close. But something of this nature, say 15 gold piece.
This and the patch, and I'll give you 16.
And the patch. This is one of the finest patches there is. Feel the wool on that.
Just feels like wool.
Oh, well, that is where you are wrong. This is the finest Holbeck wool.
I'm gonna roll persuasion and pretend I'm doing some kind of like, or no, roll performance and pretend I'm doing some kind of like forest sniffing thing. I guess
You
that's
do
deception.
performance or deception?
I think performance.
All right.
I'll be the judge of this. That is a 20 modded 20.
Modded 20. All right.
I think this is. I mean, it's pretty good quality, but I'll go up to 17 for both.
17? Are you mad? This is from very
No.
far away, and the 15 was already a very generous offer. Only to you, they who say they are the largest fan. But for 20 gold piece, I can part with these two items.
Done.
Very well. He goes, takes the gold, hands you those two.
So we'll shake hands
All right.
with him.
Would you like a Mylar bag?
A clear stadium bag.
He does not say that.
No.
He does not have Mylar.
I was gonna take advantage of the
You
existence
like this
of Mylar.
membrane bag of an animal. I
There's
killed
no
and got.
other things except for Mylar. Mylar exists. Nothing else. All right. So,
All right. Now I gotta ask.
Yes.
What's it like in Ilum? Is it really like they say?
Well, how do they
Big,
say
beautiful
that
walls.
it is?
All kinds of people everywhere. Everybody's rich. You know, it was the capital city of. Wasn't the capital city, but it was the city of the biggest empire ever.
If there is a poor man in Ilum, I have never met him. Do you ever hope to go there one day?
Yes, I do. I really want to meet the FCC, and I just want to see. I want to see the world, but I especially want to see. I want to see that part.
Hmm. Well,
It seems like there aren't enough heroes around here.
you have a level of passion to you that is rarely seen. Do you fancy yourself a sailor?
Not exactly. I mean, I've been on boats before and stuff, but I don't. I couldn't do rigging or rowing or anything.
Hmm. Well, if you ever find yourself with those skills, or the coin to do so, you may come and find me. I make frequent trips to Ilum.
Wow. Well, one day I will.
I am sure that you will.
What should I call you?
Guillermo.
Del Toro?
Oh, it's very nice to meet you, Guillermo. I'm Heidi.
The pleasure is all mine.
You gotta shake his hand again and leave.
All right, yeah.
Overnight, I'm gonna sew the FCC patch into my tactical clothes.
Mm-hmm. All right. So that is your night. Is there anything you would like to do, Al?
I think where are we?
You're still in Marnmouth. There's just like if there's any small thing that you want to do before the day ends.
I don't think so. No.
All right, sounds good. So you all go.
Unless, how much money? Wait, I gotta check how much money I have.
You have a lot.
You were just given 65 additional gold pieces, minus 2 silver.
Yeah,
Also,
minus the
Veronica, are
2
you looking
silver.
for? Are you just going to crash in an inn tonight? I assume, or are you?
I want to talk to the madame and then tell off. I'm gonna go tell off my landlord.
All right. So we'll.
But I
we'll
want to
have-
go to the madame first.
All right, yeah, we'll have you do that while Al figures out if he wants to do anything with the gold, what you want to look for buying. So you go. The madame is closing up shop. Ah, Veronica, it is good to see you.
I just wanted to say thank you for everything you've done for me.
Of course, you have been nothing but a burden, and I am glad to be rid of you.
Oh,
I am kidding. I am kidding.
Oh.
Haha. Well, yes, I am sure that we will certainly be meeting again, especially as you become more useful as a healer.
of course. I just want to say thank you and having you push me to be out more.
Of course. And I am sure that you will do great things under Mallory's guidance. But
I want to give her a hug.
you do. You kind of go in. She's like, oh. She kind of goes and gives you like a gentle sibling hug, pat on the back. Yes. Well, do remember, your magic is not all that you are. Your medicinal skills will get you very far.
Of course.
Good.
Thank you, madame.
You're welcome.
I'm now gonna go tell off my landlord and leave that hellhole.
Who is your landlord again?
Phoebus.
Debus.
In that case, she goes and she slips into your hand this tiny little vial of green fluid. Throw
Oh.
this on the ground when you leave.
Of course. Thank you, madame.
Good night to you.
Dude, he's gonna become punished _ Debus and eventually become the BBEG.
All right. So you make your way back to your apartment. Debus is asleep in his office, or leaning far back in his chair, feet up on the desk.
Oh, so wait. So wait, is his like is he like leaning back? Is his chair leaned back?
Yes.
Can I put the glass vial underneath his chair so when he gets up, it cracks it?
Make me a sleight of hand check, because you're gonna have to try and like sneakily put this underneath.
I'm gonna. This is the one dex thing you'll ever see me do. So where's my fucking sleight of hand? Oh god.
You're gonna get arrested.
I got a 16.
16. Okay, let me roll a. He is asleep, so.
Unfortunately, he has the sentinel feet.
All right. As you go and as you place it down, right as your fingers release it, his eyes wake up, open up, and he sits back up really quick. You back up from the thing, and it goes and it cracks, and you see the acid pour out of it, stretching across the floor. The chair like lurches forward through the hole as he goes and like steadies himself on the desk. What the fuck was that?
Get out of there. Unfortunately,
You-
Debus has the sentinel feet.
I'm leaving. I'm never coming back, and I run.
What? And he goes and as you start to leave, he's going to that is a 15 to hit.
That misses. I have my stuff on.
All right, he goes and he kind of like swipes wildly at you with like a backhand, like punches. He goes like bounces off the back of your armor.
I kind of stiff arm him with my shield.
Yeah. Get the fuck out! You're not welcome here anymore. And you owe me for this. And he goes, he's pointing at the floor, the acid like sizzling up on the wood.
Who?
You!
Who? And I say this as I'm running down the street.
All right, he's giving a little bit of a chase. He's not the fastest man in the world. He's like, "I'll have you for this."
I'm doing a slight prayer as I'm running.
All right, where do you
Who?
want to head to?
Or what?
I'm gonna. I can lose him in the markets, probably.
I mean, he's not chasing you, He like
Oh, he's not chasing me?
he like started
shaking
to
his
give
fist
chase,
at
but
you.
he's like a big old frog guy. He moves very slowly.
What's a decent inn? What's the inn that we went to?
So there's the Seafarer's Wake, which is in the merchant court, which is in like the merchant area. That is very much
Yeah.
like a bar. There is some housing in there as well. It's not going to be like very cozy or nice in any way. This is like you just drank a lot of alcohol while you're in port and you need a place to crash that is not on your boat potentially. So it's just sort of like a gross, like moldy cot. So you can go there, or you know as well of the Old Town Tavern.
I'll do the Old Town Tavern.
All right. You go and enter within. At this point in the night, it's the Old Town Tavern has usually some festivities going on within. And it's a little more on a quiet night. You enter within. It's a cozy space with many booths and tables wrapping around the side. A band plays soft music from the corner. All across the walls are drawings depicting great battles and fallen monsters. Drinking with one of the tables is a turtle dressed in leather clothes and a very fine hat. Looking around, you actually see that this turtle appears in quite a few of the drawings that are on the walls. What would you like to do? He sort of like sees you enter. He goes like says something, slaps another guy on the back, starts sort of lumbering towards you.
Yeah, I'll go to the barkeep, I guess.
All right. Go towards the barkeep. Barkeep's just a half elf.
All right.
Yes. How can I help you?
I need a room for the night.
Oh, very well. That will run you approximately 1 gold piece for the night.
Perfectly fine with me.
Oh,
And I will give him 1 gold piece.
all right. There you are. I think that is yeah. Here's the key. And have a good rest.
All right, thank you.
All right.
I'll look around the room to see if anyone's. Is it like an upstairs thing? Or
Yeah,
is it
it's like it's an upstairs thing. So as you're sort of
Alright, as I go
walking,
up-
as you like get your key, you hear the sound of somebody kind of like limping towards you. You see it's that same turtle. You there?
Yes.
I don't think I've seen you around these parts.
I it's my first time in this tavern.
Oh, well, why didn't you say so? Dennis, 2 drinks on the house. Bartender goes, sort of pours 2 ales into mugs and slides them down to you. He takes it and cheers you while it's on the table, and he takes a mighty swig from it. Name's Disco, owner of this little
Disco?
establishment.
Oh, this is your establishment.
Yes.
I kind of understand why I see you in so many
No,
portraits.
that says
You're
Guillermo.
Guillermo.
I want to see Guillermo.
You're practically everywhere. No wonder you're the owner.
Ah, yes. Well, that's a part of it.
So who are you exactly?
I'm
Like,
Di-
what did you do before? Were you an adventurer before?
Yes, one of the greats. I helped in many different wars across my time. Ugh. Been a while since I've seen any action since the old Mallory's thing's all locked up. But you know, I've if you name an area and a war, odds are I've fought in it and lost a body part there as well.
Have you been to the Ashen Fields?
Ashen Fields. Ooh, it has been some time. Yes, I helped an escort going up there. Those Ashmark. Those are real.
I'm from the Ashen Fields.
Oh, is that so?
Oh yes, a bit not near the ports or anything. I'm more like I'm more north.
More north. Someone near Ashbourne, I figure. I didn't spend too much time there. I'm a bit of a coward, if I must say so myself. Ugh. Well, don't mean to keep you up if you need to go to sleep, but do make yourself at home. Enjoy yourself.
Thank you. I definitely will.
Have a good one.
I'm gonna the entire time. This is like one of her first drinks. Really, she's just like doing tiny little sips.
Tastes good. It's spiced.
All right, give me a second, dog. He needs to go outside.
All right. Alf. Is there anything you would like to
I have
purchase or do? this evening?
decided I have a question for
Yes.
the DM. And that question is, can I get like enchantments on my weapons?
That is going to cost a significant amount of money and time, of which you have, or at least money. Like, so an enchantment of increasing something to like a +1, or any sort of like early, like simple enchantment is going to take about a week and about 500 gold pieces.
Well, that's a lot of gold pieces.
Yeah, it's getting something enchanted is very, very expensive.
Well, shit. Then I don't have anything to do.
That
We all
is
don't
fine.
need to
Yeah,
do
you
it.
can go. You can go just magic item shopping if you want to. Like there are magic items that exist that aren't just like a +1 sword that are cheaper.
Yeah, just
Well,
get
there are
a
magic
window shop.
weapons that I can find.
Potentially.
Most magic weapons will cost at least like 100.
Yeah, magic
gold, but you could find
weapons,
some.
no. Magic items, you could go and find.
You could get
Yeah,
like a
because-
common magical item, maybe.
Yeah, you can get just a hat of wizardry. You could get
I save up
bag
my
of beans.
Yeah, that is also fine as if you want to just save up your stuff.
Man just
Save
wants a
up my
bag
gold.
of beans.
All right.
Well, I'd like some rice with those beans.
No, sorry, no, it's not a bag of rice and beans.
You could
It's
get
just
an
a
ear
bag
horn
of
of
beans.
hearing. You could get an
Horn of-
ear horn of hearing. When held up to your ear, this horn suppresses the effects of the deafened condition.
Yeah, I don't want that though. I want magical weapon.
Well, that's gonna. It's either you gotta find one off a body.
You could get a
or
mystery
treasure chest.
key.
Yeah. It could have anything in
Tells-
there, even a mystery key.
The hell's a mystery key?
It's a key that has a 1 in 20 chance of opening any door and then disappearing.
Oh,
Dude, that's
interesting.
crazy. That's like me for real. Here, you have your treat.
It's often. I love that.
You could get a wand of smiles.
That would be very perfect for.
Just makes people smile.
It literally just makes people. It's like a con save, and then if they
You have to
fail, they
make a
just put,
charisma save or be forced to smile for 1 minute.
Does it have charges or is that just a spam?
Yes, it has 3 charges.
Make a drag.
that's
What's your
that's
last move
not a
before
lot of
dragon strikes
charges.
you? I want to make him smile. Make the dragon
right back.
smile, Nick.
Yeah. All right. Well, you can also you can do this whenever you want. That doesn't need to be a immediate thing.
God, I wish, like, Clark, DM question. How close was I to actually doing the bottle thing?
What bottle thing?
The bottle of I'm guessing it was acid.
What? I mean, you did the thing. She
Yeah,
just
but
asked
we
you to.
woke up. I'm saying, how close, like, how close was I to actually like succeeding that?
Oh,
if he
not
didn't
waking
wake
him up. He rolled with disadvantage and got a 16 and a natural 20.
That is fucking bullshit. I hate this game.
Yeah, sorry, man. All right. Well, anyway, so
What happened?
you all go to sleep.
Now I'm potential wanted criminal for trying to do a funny prank on my
Yeah, you
landlord.
fucking spilled acid all over the floor.
I didn't honestly think it was acid. I thought it was a stink bomb, to be honest. I didn't ask the madame what it was, so it's my fault.
Yeah, it is.
I could just blame the madame. Oh, she gave this to me.
Anyways,
That'd be great to do.
So you all find yourself some rest. You awaken in the morning, and you know
Oh, I'm
It's-
making food.
time to go to Mallory's. So you
Yep.
make your
I'm probably staying with Chide anyway, so I'm just gonna wake up and
Chide's
go
there.
downstairs.
all right.
Yeah.
So you make your way downstairs. The rest of you make your way to Mallory's. Mallory is already there. Sort of. Mallory is already awake. She has returned to her normal attire, her signature gourd in hand, despite it being very early in the morning. Spakari Bog stands his way out of the office. What the fuck? Spakari Bog
He, like, stands up
leaves,
and by
makes
standing
his
up, he
way.
leaves the office.
Yes, Spakari Bog makes his way out of the office as you enter, his strange staff leaving behind a trail of lavender-smelling smoke. Mallory
For the
looks to
weird
you
stuff.
all. Have a good rest.
Eat that. You have to eat that. This is your medicine.
Feeling a lot
honey.
better than I did yesterday, I'll tell you that.
I potentially have caused a crime.
What?
Yes.
Heidi's eating like a small croissant.
I've made
Like a bunch of
potentially
flakes
caused a
shoot out,
small
and she's like,
crime to
"Oh!"
my I've made potentially done a small crime to my landlord.
Well, I mean, as long as they didn't
Well-
see it was you.
Oh, he chased me down the street a little bit,
What?
but luckily, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Ugh.
It was quite funny.
You said you got some. Who put you up to that?
My dom gave me a vial.
Ah, classic.
I thought it was a stink bomb, to be honest. But it was a bottle of acid. It burned right through the man's floors.
Yeah, Madame does not mess around.
Wait, who's saying this? Is this Mallory?
This
saying
is Mallory, yeah.
Am I not gonna be in trouble for this? Am I gonna be arrested?
Actually, this might work in our favor. Anyways, I, on the other hand, did not have a good rest.
False flag. False flag.
Operation.
Did you not have your chamomile tea?
I was up all night thinking about that Thrag Oreos fellow. Something is going on, and I want to know what it is. I believe that you mentioned someone in Marnmouth who might be associated with the people you met on the road.
Well, he had a tattoo and he recognized one of their names, but he didn't give me his name.
Hmm.
He got kicked out of, I think he was like, I don't think he was old enough to be in the sanctuary as soon, and that's why they kicked him out.
All right,
Young boy, black hair. He said he was like 15 or 16, I believe.
I don't think he said that. I think you could just kind of gather it.
I thought that's what he said, and that's why he was kicked out.
He could have just been young looking.
That is what the DM said. That is not what he said.
Okay. I'm just a young looking fella.
And you'd recognize him if you saw him again.
I would recognize his
Probably.
tattoo. I don't know. Humans kind of look similar to me.
What the fuck? I'm standing right here.
Well, you have horns.
Very true.
Fucked up. Oh, God.
What's fucked up about it?
Anyways, so Mallory sort of looks to you. Great. In that case, I want you to find them. Or anyone potentially associated with this group. But try not to spook them. If they smell an investigation, I fear they'll go underground and we'll never find them. So, go about it however you want, but it may be helpful to gain their trust. Do and say whatever you need to, within reason. Don't go kill any guards now.
Never.
We would never kill guards. Just wait 60
Dude, I
sessions
love
or so.
guards. I think they do a great job.
Well, that is good to hear. I am well... The fog is well respected around here. But...
Because of your leadership.
And if we're doing this Hydra thing, are we like secret police? Like, what is our job exactly?
no one knows who you are. I've been...
So we're secret.
No.
But are we like above the guard?
No. No one... People know that Hydra exists and that it belongs to me and that I facilitate it. But no one knows that you are members. Save for she-they, who is... Who, as you are now realizing, Heidi realized beforehand, but she-they is not there. She-they is still asleep.
She was out, dude.
She-they is completely fucking conked. So, you, those who do not have a clear affiliation to me, might be easier for you to hide that affiliation.
Seems pretty reasonable.
I mean, most people, if they know me, they only know me through the Madame, so...
And now you're wanted.
Yes. Technically, I don't know if I will be. I don't know.
Well, who's to say, now that there's reason. So,
But couldn't we
Who
just...
arrests people around here?
Well, but couldn't we just give it to the public saying I'm wanted, but the guards are not actually going to capture me as if I am a real criminal?
I do not know to the extent of the thing that we are dealing with. I fear that if this is truly an organization that is hiring very powerful assassins to kill off those who very barely slighted this group, that they will not affiliate and associate with anyone related to the guard. To the guard, to
think
me,
they would
to any
want a
sort of
healer?
authority.
Do you think they would want a healer?
I do not know. All I know is,
Gonna be some fucking The Departed shit.
all I
dude,
know,
dude, I'm going undercover.
all I know is that if it is suddenly known that a group are going around
known?
asking
Know?
questions in terms of an ongoing investigation, there may be retaliation. They may hide. They may hire more assassins. I don't know. This is why I'm giving this task to you, and not to Shide.
You know, it'd be interesting. That might be interesting.
What?
Well, why don't we have Shide when she wakes up? Well, if we're gonna do this, Veronica, well, I don't know. I guess it depends. But we could make it look more believable by making it look like some of us are investigating Veronica.
You want me to go hide away in like the
No, we'll like ask and be like, have you
not like
seen a
hide away,
masked
but like you want me to
horned
like
cleric?
hang out
Blah,
with
blah, blah.
the
Well,
I could
people
hang
have
out
seen
with
us together
the
though. They would
rough group,
understand
the
it wasn't a thing.
ruffians. I could hang out with some ruffian-looking people for the day down in like the
You think
sailor's
you'd fit
rest.
in with ruffians?
Look at me. I'm a freak in nature, like you just said. I'm just joking.
You are.
I'm
You're a
joking
very
on that
nice
last bit.
lady.
Exactly, so they wouldn't believe me as a criminal, but I am technically.
Look, however you wish to go about it is up to you. But you need to investigate quietly. Ask around. Potentially don't mention that you are doing this along the terms of Hydra or at my beck and call. Perhaps you are asking around simply out of curiosity or a potential business partner. I do not know what this is that we are dealing with, so we must err on the side of caution.
Okay.
All right. Well, then, go about it. Be careful. Try not to be spotted altogether, potentially. If things go wrong, it might go wrong for all of you. Do as you will.
Okay.
All right. So,
Hmm.
the question now is, how do you want to go about this? As members of Hydra, and she, they being Second Sword, you do have a level of authority within Marnmouth. Thus, you can go about this like a guard would, using your position to get information from people. The method will not be very subtle. On the other side, you cannot use your authority and do it subtly. Marnmouth does not know that you are servants of Mallory, save for Shide. So, it won't be impossible to make a deception to say that you are not doing this in form of an investigation. The choice is yours, but do keep in mind that your subtlety will be considered.
I'm going to
Is it
try to be sneaky about it. I think we should break up into different groups.
I was gonna say, isn't it possible for us to do both? Where like one group tries to go in, and then like a she-they group, I'll have to say, because she-they cannot go undercover. So I think it would be best for she-they to play face and go with the guards and try to bust some heads. But then there's another group that's not affiliated in quotation marks, try to work their way in from the shadows, and then we can, and then we trap them. We kind of pinch them, maneuver them.
I've been seen with Shide a lot, I think, at this point. And like, I think that's who I was with when we met the guy for the first time, right?
You
when
were
we were
with
leaving
Shide
the
when you
bathhouse?
first met them, but that was like a random one-off.
No, when I met
Or
the guy coming out of the bathhouse, though, I was
yeah,
also
you
with
were all
Shide.
together.
Were we all together?
You were. You
Yeah,
had all left
kinda,
the
but-
bathhouse.
Yeah, we all left together doesn't mean we were together.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if we went different directions though when we left.
When you
We just
ran
get
into
together
this
to grab
person,
together.
when you ran into this
Okay,
person,
we
you
were all
were all
together.
together. I'm also gonna grab some water real quick. I'll be right back.
We're from
I
different.
gotta go to the
We're from
bathroom.
different walks of life, but we all like taking baths together. That's our
Alright.
thing.
Nick and Jake, you talk about this. I have to go pee.
Everyone has to go pee, and then there's Jake with his crackpot conspiracy. All right. Personally, I like my idea, but of course, I would like my own. My own. No way. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
What's going on here?
Yes.
They
your
went to the
idea
bathroom?
is very interesting. It does give you like a best of both worlds situation.
Do I get an inspiration?
No. But
Damn. Because I think if we do like a Heidi Shide group as the work with the guards, because like what Heidi said, she's been hanging out with Shide the most. So work with the guards to try to get information, and then didn't Alf get in trouble? Alf gets in trouble with people all the time because he's street performing. So
so he didn't really get in trouble there. That was just Shide
Yeah, I don't
being a
know.
hard ass.
I don't know about that. Yeah.
but still, that's still like Alf can be like, yeah, I don't like that Shide second sword. I was doing a nice performance and she shut it down. Made all the kids sad. I don't like sad. I like joy.
Yeah, I mean,
Like-
Alf does belong to an organization that is like known for like being happy and joyful and whatnot. And if you're attempting to do like an undercover thing, that may, that's up to you guys.
I want Veronica to attempt her idea because she thinks it's solid. She wants to get involved with the seedy underbelly
Why?
because she has no other idea. She's like,
Alright.
we got this. And it'd be really funny if she tries this.
All right. What do you think, Alf?
Peanuts.
I agree.
Absolute peanuts.
Peanuts.
I am extraordinarily drunk.
Hey, you feeling
Yes.
all right?
I don't know.
Like,
I might
stomach
want
wise.
to go to sleep.
That is more than okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, if you're not feeling all right, you can. Yeah.
pop out. Yeah, I think I should.
All right.
Oh,
No worries, my dude. Yeah, drink some
All right,
water. Get some water in you.
oh, absolutely.
Like a lot of water.
I'm back.
I've been drinking water, but yeah. Eddie, I'm headed out. Have
All right.
a good evening.
Salute to you. See you next time.
See you next time.
Alright, so what is your plan here? Veronica has proposed the idea of sort of a split front of some of you going and being sort of on the more
now
policey
that Nick-
side, guardy side, and then another group going more on terms of subterfuge. Shide at this point
Now
has
that Nick
sort
has
of,
called it a night,
huh?
maybe now that Nick has called it a night, maybe I can go in a group with Shide and Veronica and Alf can go in a group.
That's what I planned.
That makes sense to me.
I already planned that. My brain is at 2 million IQ right now as we speak.
All right, cool, sounds good. Yeah, Shide is still dragging, but she'll be there to assist.
Okay.
All right, so what do you want to do?
Well, I think
How
that
where
that's how
should
we're
I
gonna
go?
split up. Maybe you want to go by Ship Row. Just seems like any malfeasance might be hanging out around there, and it might be guards less welcome in that area.
Good idea. We should see if you guys should find out and see if there's a bounty for me, so we can make this more believable. And if people ask where I've been, tell them you don't know.
Okay.
We'll meet up some other time.
You want to meet up, tonight or tomorrow?
Whatever works. I would say probably let's try tomorrow, so
Okay.
I have a
Sounds
full
good.
time to get it all
A
organized.
day and a night.
Exactly.
Okay.
See who's around, what people are around. Do.
All right. So, you're all sort of making your ways around, wandering about. Where do you guys want to go? Who do you want to talk to?
Are we starting with
Start with you.
me or okay? Yeah, I'm gonna go to. I'll start at Ship Row.
Okay. Who do you want to talk to?
Where did we meet? We're at Mallory's right now, right?
Yeah.
No, I'll go to Ship Row.
Okay. Where do you want to go in Ship Row? Who do you want to talk to?
I don't know anyone from Ship Row.
Okay. What kind of person do you want to talk to? Are you going to go
I
talk
wanna-
to a shopkeeper? Are you going to go talk to who do you want to talk to? You got to find some information.
I want to find that guy.
Oh, that guy. Of course. Oh, that's
Dude,
helpful.
Find the kid.
Okay. You look around, you don't see him. You're looking for him. How are you going to find him?
Ask around.
Okay.
No.
Who would you like to ask? All right. We can go to Eddie. While you plan out. Eddie, what are you gonna do?
Okay. I'm gonna ask Shide what if there are any bars that are like known to kind of harbor people who might not want to be found.
Yeah, I know of one. It's down in Ship Row.
Well, that's already where Veronica is, right?
Yeah, I mean, we can still just go down there. If they know that, or they
True.
don't think that we're, we're affiliated at all, we can just go down there and, break down some
It's
doors.
also it's a big area,
It is. Well, it's
I don't know
called
about
the
breaking down
Oswald.
anybody's doors. Okay. You want to head there?
Let's. Okay, so you make
I'm not gonna wear my tactical clothes there. I'm gonna wear my armor.
All right. It takes you a little while to get all the way down there, but you do. Shide doesn't exactly know where it is, so it takes like an extra half an hour just to find the place. So, the Oswald is a fairly intact ship. Well, most of the ships on Ship Row are random sections of bows and sterns. The Oswald's only damage is about a 6-foot hole on the port side. Entering within, you find about a dozen tables, most of which are nailed down to the foundation as the curve of the ship puts many of them at a weird angle. In the center is a circular bar surrounding a beast of a man. He is easily 7 feet tall and 5 feet wide, wearing a worn sailor's outfit. He has a hardy beard which glistens from spilled drink in the torchlight.
Keep.
Yes.
I'm gonna sit down. Just sort of like. Is Shide in here with me also?
Do you want Chide to be in there?
Maybe she can wait outside.
I'll
Just
wait
sort of
outside.
looking menacing. Looking menacing.
I'll look menacing outside.
um. Well, I'm kind of looking for. Well, I'll have a drink first of all.
Here you are. Silver piece.
I'll flick him one of the strange silver pieces.
Huh. Well, look at that. You're a real Shipro native, aren't you? Haven't
You know,
seen you
where else
around.
would I get these, right? Well, I normally keep to the other part of the row, you know.
No, of course. Not everyone likes to live it up in the Ritz that is the Oswald. Name's
Pretty
Chomps.
funny guy. Chomps.
Chomps.
Nice to meet you, Chomps. I'm sort of looking for I don't know if you would have seen him, but fellow with he's got like a where was his tattoo, by the way, this guy?
It was
Teenager?
all over his body.
He's got like a big sort of full body tattoo, looks kind of like a snake. I'm gonna take a sip of the drink.
Hmm. You know, I've seen lots of things.
Well, he owes me a favor, so
Hmm. What's that have to do with old Chomps, huh?
well, you know, I might be able to do you a favor.
Is that so?
Depends what you need.
My pockets are a little bit light.
Is that the case?
It is a terrible affliction.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear about that. Listen. I might be able to help out with that problem, but I'm not trying to draw too much attention to myself, you know? So, if he comes in, like asking around for me after, uh, maybe you don't tell him.
That depends exactly how heavy my pockets end.
How does this sound? I'm gonna hand him 5 gold.
Takes it, sort of dances it in his hand. That will do just fine. And of course, don't go around saying that you got any of this information from me. No good bartender has a loose trap.
How do you think I made this coin? Not by telling people where I got my information.
That's none of my business, now is it?
Give him a little nod, then sort of take another sip and look up attentively.
Well, I've seen him around here before. Comes in, acquires certain things from us, from my patrons.
What do you mean by that?
Well, if someone is owed money, that is, they may show up to collect on that.
I see, I see.
He's surprisingly civil.
Yeah, he's always been polite.
A lot of folks, well, you would know how he talks.
Yeah, he's a bit shifty.
You sure we're talking about the same person?
We might not be. I mean, I know that there's a bunch of them with the tattoos. The one I'm talking about is maybe 15, 16.
Yeah, that's the one. See, a lot of times people will come in here and be needing the gold. And they'll, meet some resistance. And I ask them to go outside. No fighting in my establishment. But that kid, he's never had to fight anybody. Just opens his mouth. Fear. Across the face of the unwilling donator.
See what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I guess if you hadn't been, really prepared to deal with somebody like that, it'd be kind of shocking.
I guess. I don't rightly see what the problem is. He's a scrawny little shit.
Some people have, gravitas, or at least they can act the part.
Me? You're telling me about gravitas.
I'm gonna take another sip.
Yeah. Well, as to your question, ain't seen him around in a while. Maybe a couple weeks. But doesn't come in here all that often.
Interesting. I've just heard, seemed like the kind of place he might frequent, but I guess not. Do you know of any other bars that he might go to? I know last time I saw him, he was kind of getting kicked out of somewhere he shouldn't have been.
Is that so? And where might that be?
Familiar with the Sanctuary of Soon?
Am I familiar with the Sanctuary of Soon?
It was sort of a rhetorical question.
Well, I am. Not for my own purposes. I've never had issue acquiring companionship for a nightly escapade. But
Fucking weird guy.
well, yeah, I haven't seen him around. I hope, whatever he owes you, you can acquire, but never really seemed to be the kind that owes anything to anyone else.
It's interesting. People, they show different faces and different interactions,
Perhaps.
It's interesting.
And what face exactly are you showing then?
Well, I'm gonna give him another gold.
Snatches it up.
Next round, it's on me. And don't tell him, but it's from Hydra.
Chomp's face forms into a bit of a stern look.
Listen,
I think it's
I know
best
reputation.
if you
Listen.
leave.
Oh, God. I'll finish the drink, though.
You go to take another sip, and he goes and he paces his big, fat finger on the lip and sort of puts the drink back down onto the bar. Now. He goes and he kind of
All right.
smirks at you and make a perception check.
20.
20. You see sort of peeking out from under his lip, you see two very long fangs. Not curved, just straight fangs.
A werewolf?
No, I
Not a
think-
werewolf.
I think
You would know
Okay.
it is not a werewolf because you have
That's
had...
my specific question.
Specifically, no, it is not a werewolf. They do not look like
Damn it.
wolf fangs.
I thought this was a Heidi-related development, but it's a snake people-related development.
Make me an intelligence check, please.
Flat intelligence, or would it be related
Flat
to
intelligence.
history? That is a 13.
Okay, I would say with that, you recognize that these fangs do not look similar to those of the snake guys.
Interesting. Have yourself a fine afternoon. I will depart.
Don't come back.
See ya.
All right, and you leave. You see that she-they, looking menacing, has gained a little bit of attention. People are sort of like passing by, kind of very visibly see she-they.
So, let me debrief you. I guess we can cut to Veronica.
Yeah. Veronica, what do you want to do?
I want to have like, what the fuck is the dog doing? What the dog doing?
What
Dog
the
doing.
dog doing? You got butter on the dog, butter on the dog.
Butter on the dog.
Sam had one of
butter
the
on
great lines of
dog.
all time yesterday, which was
Dog on the butter.
she dropped the frisbee.
butter.
She said that was like trying to catch a buttered baby.
What
That's
I want to
great.
do is baby. What I want to do is I want to have like a full cloak on. So like I'm trying to like act like I'm hiding like who I am.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'll go to like what like I've never been through Shipro, so I don't know what to expect in here. Like I don't know like what are there stores or anything around or anything like that, or
I mean, so Ship
Are
Row
there-
is just a bunch of ships that just sort of like are makeshift houses. There are people who live there. Seems that some level of commerce is being done of certain things that you are not entirely sure what they are. But you know, if you ask around, similarly to any other place, if you ask around like, "Oh, I'm looking to buy this or that," someone may guide you in that direction.
I guess I'll approach someone asking where where can I find like a lot of people generally? Like where do a lot of people go?
What exactly are you looking for?
Wait, say
Looking
that
for a
one
lot
more
of-
time? I didn't catch
What exactly is it that you are looking for? Large groups of people. It's very
It's
strange.
I'm just trying to hide, and I just want to know what areas to avoid.
Go find a
it's my
rock
first time.
somewhere.
This is a great place if you want people to be polite to you.
Yeah.
Hang
You
out
want to
in
hide?
Shipro.
There's plenty of ships. Go hide in a ship.
Is there a bar nearby?
Yes.
Where?
Well, what's it worth to you?
I'm gonna walk away.
You're going in the wrong way.
I'm just gonna keep walking that way. I'm gonna ignore him.
All right. So, what do you want to do? You want to look for a bar? Keep asking?
Yeah, I'll keep asking around for a bar.
Okay. Make me a perception check. Or persuasion.
Persuasion. Oh God, let me pull up my 9 charisma. Watch out, world. Give me a sec. I'm also petting a dog at the same time while I do this.
Some butter on the dog.
Butter on the dog, dog on the butter. Never, never, never. You said, what'd you say? Perception? No.
Persuasion.
What did you say?
Persuasion.
Oh yeah, still -1. Let's go. That's a 4.
That's a 4. All right. You're getting very similar responses from a lot of people. You're just kind of, there's like a guy who's just like laying down like in the mud, bottle in hand. You're like, hey man, do you know where like the nearest bar is? I'm looking to get like a micro draft. And they
I'm
are
too
they,
nice
they,
to be mean.
they
I'm
are
too nice to be
not
evil.
they are not taking well to this. They are like, in the best case, you are just being told to fuck off. In other cases, you are getting like very
Illicit threats of
strange.
violence.
Yeah, you're getting some like threats. You hear some very strange things. You were called a tiefling with vertigo.
Dang. That's
Insult.
crazy.
You can look around. You can just do a perception check if you want to kind of do that. But time is
Why
a
does a
chugging.
tiefling have vitiligo?
Baldur's Gate.
Are you the Dark Urge?
Not a modded 20.
Modded 20. Okay. So, after a while, you're able just to figure it out just based on, like, you like, follow some people who look like they're going to a place, and you make your way into Oswald's. At this point, Heidi and Shide are long gone, because you've been wandering around this area for some time. Similarly, you
look
walk
up
in,
to
you
it and I
see
say to
Chomps.
myself- I look outside and I stare at it. I'm like, perfect. A place of scum and villainy, like me. I'm trying to play the part right now. I'm trying way too hard. Someone that's never been evil is trying to be evil.
All right, so you make your way into the Oswald. What do you want to do?
Go to the barkeep and ask for a drink.
Silva.
Thank you. Yep.
There you are. Enjoy. Anything you want to do while you're here?
Oh, sorry. I was thinking on what to say.
That's fine.
I'm not having the best like me think moment today. What the fuck?
Are you high?
A little.
Well, that might explain it. Would you like
Yeah,
a table
yeah.
talk idea?
Generally, probably. I don't know what to say right now.
Why don't you talk to some bar patrons and ask them if they've seen anybody who might
I
be
had a general
interested?
idea of like, hey, ask around. I want to find the snake people because like I helped them out and I'm in a bind and I want some help. I want to try and get in.
If you need to borrow money, that's what you need to ask.
I need to borrow money.
Yes. Do they know anyone you could talk to if you need to borrow
Ooh.
some cash?
Ask the barkeep that, or
Because those
should
are the
I
kinds of people. Ask somebody in here, because those are the kinds of people that you know everybody, and that you can be indebted to, so they will follow up with you.
Yes. Okay, but do I? Who do I? I don't ask the barkeep this now.
You can ask whoever you want. I'm not
I'll
gonna tell
ask
you
the
to live your
barkeep.
life.
Yeah. That's generally a good idea. That would, yeah. Thank you. Yeah. So I'll as I take a swig of this drink, uh, barkeep, do you know anyone that I could ask money for? I'm in a bit of a bind. I'm willing to do whatever. It's just I really need the money.
I'm flattered, but no.
I'm not saying,
Nearest.
like that.
Nearest. Ought to be known by many as the what does they call him? He's sort of thinking for a second, and you see as his other one hand is sitting there, sort of tapping his chin. His other hand, like, fate is palm up on the bar.
Oh!
This
I
is how
say
Chomps
this out
makes the majority of his money, clearly.
4 gold pieces.
Takes it, sort of feeling a little bit light. But then again,
More gold pieces.
all right, takes them, puts them into his pocket. All right. Ugh.
Cut him off while he was lowering the price. Which is in
Nearest,
character for charisma as Dubstep.
nearest,
Yeah.
nearest. What actually was his name? He was the. All right. Mint. That's what it goes by. I can give you directions where it is at.
His name is Mint.
That's what he goes by. He's the Mint.
Okay. He is the Mint. What do you mean by that?
That's his name.
He just goes by the Mint. But why do they call him?
What do you think he fucking... Do you want directions or not?
I would love
We're not
directions.
sitting here asking questions.
I would very much appreciate that. Thank you.
All right. And he goes and he gives you directions over there. He's like, tell him Trump sent you. Huh?
Will do.
All right. Yep. Finish your drink. Peace off.
I'll nod, put my hood up, walk back out.
All right. Following the directions, you make your way to this small little wooden shack inside the small little wooden shack. There's a big like wooden grate on the outside that seems to lead into some sort of basement. You go in, standing there is a half elf looking guy. He goes, "Hi, welcome. You need a mount?"
A mount?
Yeah, do you need a mount?
No, Chomp sent me.
To buy a mount. You know, Chomps, he's a big guy. I've actually seen him move. He's surprisingly fast. But you know what? Hey, I got just the thing for him. You tell him.
I'm here to see the Mint.
Ah. Well, why didn't you say so? All right. Well,
I didn't know if I had to say that. That was the code word. I'm sorry.
you're really out of place, aren't you?
I'm not from around here.
Yeah, I can tell. What are you? Horns, half Daltrey?
I'm human.
Oh, well, are you half Daltrey?
No.
Well, that's good. That's good.
Long story. I'm from Ashen Fields kind of area.
Ah, really traveling. So, right, you need money. What do you need money? Going back home?
No. I potentially caused a crime, and I just need the money to potentially get ready to leave, or I just need money for work now since I might be a potential criminal.
Well, money for if you're getting money so then you can leave. I'm not entirely sure you've recognized how money lending works. Do you understand how money lending works?
No.
Oh, well, he steps back, kind of takes a breath. Well, so that would be
services.
you know, you come to someone like me, and I provide you with gold. And then you, after a set period of time, pay me back that gold with a nice little top on it. Little more gold than I gave you. That way I make money and you get what you need. You see?
Okay.
Nick, we can't hear you if you're talking.
I'm not. I'm thinking because I don't know what the fucking say next, to be honest. I didn't see it going this way, to where the guy's telling me how it fucking works, because like my character would not know how fucking money laundering works.
It's not money laundering.
It's lending.
Oh, you need it laundered. Well, that's a whole
So you
different
need to
question.
talk. You need to talk to the laundromat.
Yeah, you need to talk to the laundromat about that. He's
That's
also
my
me.
cousin.
But
I wear many hats in the terms of money.
I'm a busy guy, you can't expect, selling coked up lizards to out of towners to be really that profitable. At that point, you hear the sound of like you hear the sound of this clanging noise coming from beneath. He walks over and like starts tapping the grate with a broom handle. Knock it off!
This guy's got a great, he career management.
Look,
I don't know what to say to him right now, to be honest, Table.
Okay, I mean, I'm the table, but
Hi, Table.
I'm table.
me, I'm table.
Oh, sorry, I
Kid
was late.
named
I was
Table.
doing table. I'm
Kid
table.
named Table.
Guy
Kid
named Table.
Table.
Okay, so kid named Table would say, I mean, what you're trying to do is make it look like you are going to owe this guy something, right? You're not trying
Yes.
to get out of town, you're trying to get the money to get out of the bind that you're in, right?
Yes.
So you don't have to
But
be
what
specific about the nature of the crime that you've committed. All that they could even conceivably know is that you're wanted for some minor offense, right?
And I need some money.
So you need some money to either get somebody to take the fall for you, or to
Yeah.
whatever, or
Okay.
to like arrange for
Pay it
something,
off.
or some bribe a guard, whatever you need the money for, right? And you are clearly not the kind of you want to make it look like you're not the kind of person who is going to run away, right?
Yeah.
Because of how his business model works, which is
Yes.
basically on trust,
That-
or he hires a goon, and either way he loses money.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
your goal is to put him in the position where he thinks you will be good for this money in a week or whenever you set it up to pay it back, right? And um in exchange for this money, right? You need like, does he know somebody who's like a fixer or somebody who'll help out with this stuff? Like a way to get out of the bind that you're in. That's what I would recommend.
I need the money to pay someone to help me get out of the jam I'm in. Yes. Right? Eddie?
Yeah, something like
Yeah.
that, sure.
Yeah.
I'm not just gonna tell you how to roleplay it completely.
No, I get it. Okay. Yeah, okay, I get it now. So how much gold can you lend me exactly? It's just that the bind I'm currently in, I'm looking to find some outside help that is willing to help me take care of this whole ordeal I'm in.
Oh, something to take care.
Do you know people that would take care of situations like get rid of someone? Like because like this involves like an individual that does not seem to like me all that much.
Well, geez, that's a very different sort of question you're now asking. You said you were coming here for a money lending gig, and now now this is bordering on assassination.
It's I'm in a very interesting predicament I've never been in my life, so I'm trying to figure it out.
Yeah, and it seems you have a level of moral flexibility.
Do you know people that have these kind of services or something, or that I could talk to, or do you have a name?
So the thing about me is I've been in this business for a long time. A very long time.
Mm-hmm.
And usually, people like you don't come in here asking immediately for murder.
Well, I never said that because
Is that so?
I said to hire people to take care of it. Doesn't mean I'm talking about killing.
Okay, how would you define taking care of it then?
Bribing someone. I don't know. Like I've never taken a life in my life. I've never taken a life in my life. I'm a bit against killing.
So you seem to have a bit of a moral code then. Is that so? You believe in morality, truth, justice, and the Marnmouth way.
I mean, not exactly. It's just that I'm a person of faith, and that happens to be of life. I cherish life, and I've never killed a man with my hands.
But you did a
So
crime,
yes,
but you're not going to do the time.
I'm trying not to.
Because the way I see it right now is that you aren't what you say you are. Personally, I'm looking at you right now and I'm seeing someone who is lying to me. You are looking for a name of someone who would potentially be doing something less than legal, which I can neither confirm nor deny I know. Because, before you mentioned it, everything that we have going on here is completely above board. You wanted a mount, that's fine. You want to loan a little bit of money? Who cares? But, a fixer, someone who's going to go in and do something like that, that's a term I picked up from one of my clients, by the way. I'm not entirely sure what that means. That's where I start to get a little
Nova,
suspicious.
Nova, let's doubt that.
You know what what I'm saying? Of course you do. This is your job. Look, I'm glad that the guard gave you a chance to come out here and try and, track down some wrongdoers.
What?
But you're sniffing up the wrong tree, sweetheart. All right?
I threw acid at my former landlord by accident, and that's the whole situation I'm in.
You threw it by accident.
Well, more or less,
at your
it landed on the
former
ground.
landlord.
Yes, because I ran away from him because he tried to attack me.
Was this before or after you accidentally threw acid at him?
Well, technically, the acid was in a bottle that was already on the ground, which he stepped on and fell on the ground.
Look, I'm not a member of the guard. Your secrets
I
are
can tell.
as safe with me as possibly could be. But if the guard stops by here and asks, about this,
Okay, do whatever. Okay.
It's just that I don't really see what your goal here is. You want to fix her? I think your mic cut out, Jake.
I'm thinking. This has gone terribly. The way I did not expect.
Well, you're playing character with a charisma dump stat, and you're also not asking any real questions.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't know what fucking questions to ask, to be honest, because I'm too fucked up. I'm not fucked up. But
Look, it seems that you're just, hey, you did your best. And he goes and he taps you on the shoulder. So, hey, why don't you go on back out, head back to the barracks, get yourself a nice pot of that nice steaming gruel that they love to make on Thursdays.
This guy former guard?
And just, think about what you want to do. All right?
okay.
All right. Take care of yourself. Or don't. I don't care. He goes and he sort of escorts you out of his little locale.
So how much is if I do need a mount, how much would a mount cost?
You're trying to buy something from him now?
Now you suddenly have money. Man, will the lies ever end?
I never.
The divines.
Did I
they,
ever say I had money? I just had had to ask because that was the first thing he asked me.
What?
He is like, "Oh, you want to mount?"
You can leave.
Fixes now.
I mean, yeah.
You're
Well,
allowed
so,
to leave.
so I mean, his confusion is he said, "Do you want to mount?" And you were like, "No, I need money so I can leave town." And he was like, "Okay, that's not how money lending works." And then you were like, "Okay, I need money so I can like buy a fixer."
Okay.
And then he was like,
I
"Okay."
don't want to listen
This is confusing. He's
to
confused.
my
This is
fucking
clearly a
kangaroo
setup.
court. I don't need to listen to my kangaroo court.
He thinks you're kangaroo
What?
court. That's it, Jake. For that, I'm
That's
making
saying.
Mike.
Really?
I said I don't
I'm
wanna
making
listen to
Mike
my
move
kangaroo
faster,
court.
Jake. Mike's gonna move a little bit faster now. All right, you have sort of.
Crazy.
I don't really want Mike to move fast. I'm actually gonna slow Mike down.
You
Yeah,
immediately regretted making Mike move too fast.
yeah. Mike needs to take his time. He's an old guy.
It does take some time.
Anyways, okay, so you have just been sort of removed from the establishment. The door, the like very
You
shanty.
might think you're
door
crazy.
kinda
You might
closes
think you're
behind
crazy
him.
at least.
I am not good at being a bad person.
What do you,
Why
how is
am I
this being
doing
a
this?
bad person? You just have to pretend to be in dire straits.
Good at that.
You're definitely not good at not telling people how much money you have. She's like rule number 1 of having any amount of money around people you are buying something from. But it does make sense for the character.
All right. I'll give you.
I'm playing this character to a T.
Yes.
All right. I'll give you time to think about what your next move is. Heidi.
Okay. So I debriefed Shide.
I'm gonna
Yes,
find a fucking place to fucking sleep and AFK for the rest of the time till morning.
Okay.
I guess I'm wondering what Shide makes of this. I'm going to tell her the information and explain to them, like, okay, so the situation is, I wanted, or didn't want, situation. Okay. The situation is, he knows about the guy, right? He didn't give me a name, I don't believe.
He did not.
Did he?
Nope, he did
I
not.
don't think I asked for a name because
Nope.
that would have blown the cover.
Mm-hmm.
He did not give me a name, but I know the guy has been to the Oswald before, and he is shaking people down when he's there. It seems like he has some kind of influence over others, even though he's physically non-threatening. And he's acting like he's some kind of loan shark. Unless I misunderstood what Chomp said.
Yeah, Shide's just like, are you sure? I mean, is he like a loan shark or is he just collecting? I mean, if this
Well,
is,
he was clearly shaking people down.
yeah, I mean, he could just be, not to assume anything about him, but I mean, he's a kid. He's young.
Yeah, maybe it might be like a gang thing.
Yeah, I mean, he could just be a low. I don't know.
Seems like some kind of low life. But I guess
Yeah.
that's the kind of thing they let happen at a place like that.
Yeah, I mean, it could be anything. I think we just got to keep asking around, see who else like knows about him or has seen him before.
Okay. Well, let's look for people who look like they might have been shaken down. Or might be easy to shake down if that was what our business was. Which it
You
isn't.
find Veronica.
All right, yeah, you can. So
Yeah, let's
you
just
just want to
hang
like
around in
wander
this part
ship
of
row, see if you can.
But like specifically this part of Ship Row.
Okay. Gotcha.
And then if I pass somebody who's looking kind of desperate or
I mean, it's
Uh,
super out, so you're gonna find those in good supply. There's a lot of people just sort of sitting on the side, like just relaxing, sort of malaised, bottle in hand.
hmm, um, I'll walk up to someone who
All right.
looks less unconscious.
They're conscious. They're just kind of sitting there, just looking around. What is it you want? Got any charity for a poor soul?
Mm, Well, I was actually wondering if you might have come across a certain individual.
I come across all kinds of things. Who is it you're looking for? And for what
He's got
purpose? Are you God?
he's shaking down people around here, is what I've heard. And I'm with an organization who I'm going to very carefully be phrasing this. We consider that to be sort of encroachment on our territory, if you catch my drift.
Mm. Make
And
me a. Or go ahead.
I don't think it's deception.
No. I would say this would be a persuasion.
14.
14. Okay. Also, while you're having this conversation, Shide is going to maintain distance.
Mhm.
Just because Shide is recognizable as a member of. Yeah. So Shide is keeping her distance. But he sort of looks at you. I see. Huh. Real up and comer you are then. That's if you're talking about who I think you're talking about, you got a bit of a fight ahead of you.
I'm well aware, but I don't think he is, which is what I'm counting on.
Hmm. Bold. What do you got?
Oh, I think I can. I don't think it'll be too difficult to bring it to a nonviolent resolution, but my goal is to, you know, get him to clean up his act, so to speak.
Clean up. All right.
Well,
However you go about your, however you go about, your sayings. I don't really speak your language. But yeah, he hangs around here every once in a while, looking for picking up on certain things. If you were able to whip my whistle a little bit, I might be able to sing you a little song about
well,
who I
I
might
think
be
that can
heading
be
for next.
arranged. I think that can be arranged. I've just spent a lot of money so far for my personal money. That's fine. That's something Heidi would do. I'm gonna pass him a gold piece.
Hmm. Now this I can work with. Well, you see, there's a man, a couple ships down. He's name's Harris. Harris, maybe son of Harris. I don't know. Yeah, he's been getting in quite the trouble with them. He's often late, and ran into him. I think yesterday. Yeah, yesterday, maybe a
Hmm,
day or two. I don't know. It's been cloudy.
that's real valuable.
Yeah, no. So that could be something there.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Yeah, and
And
you didn't speak to me, of course.
I don't even know your name, sir. I'm just for the community, you know?
Oh, you don't know my name? Oh, well, my name's. Oh,
You see
yeah,
what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying?
yeah. I'm seeing what you're saying. Well, hey, if you got any you know, product or whatever you're selling, do let me know. I've been known to partake every once in a while. Try not to do it too much.
Well, I'll keep you on file.
You do that.
All right, sir. I'll step away.
All right.
I guess we're going after Harris, son of Harris.
I guess so. Shide replies.
How do we want to go in?
Well, you should. If
You don't want to.
you want to keep up
Or-
this, this thing you have going on,
It seems to be working, doesn't it?
yeah, I should not be nearby. I'll be within earshot, so if something gets bad, I can come and help you out. But
Sounds
yeah,
good.
if you're trying to be, on the more subtle side, I should not be there. These people know me.
Yeah, I can tell you're getting a lot of looks.
Yeah. All right. Sorry about this, by the way.
Sorry, why?
She goes, she like shoves you over. Get away from me. She
I'll get to my
walks
feet
off.
and dust myself off and give her a look. I'll glower.
She just kind of walks away.
I have changed my alignment to neutral good, by the way. Okay, well, I'll go down to the ship that he indicated.
All right. As you get over, sort of like just the stern of a ship, or the bow stern. Well, not bow stern. Yeah, no, bow. No, not bow stern. Just stern. Sorry, about the stern of a ship. You're walking in, sort of. One moment. Had to sneeze. So you enter into the ship, and you see there are a bunch of people sort of lying around, sleeping. A lot of them are, indulged in certain
Vices.
certain vices. A lot of you see some people just kind of like smoking stuff out of like pipes, so they get a heavy tobacco and liquor smell in this. It really just smells very, very bad. It's like urine and shit just everywhere. And you sort of make your way over, and you see that there is one person who's standing there talking.
Give
Just
him a
sort
little
of
wave.
he walks over, or you see he sort of walks over and he kicks someone with the side of his foot. Not gently, but also not like aiming to really harm them. He looks, come on, man, you got what I need.
This is who I
Fork
recognize.
it over. Looking at him through the dim light, you see this is the same person you saw a few days ago, the one you've been looking for. Around 16 years old, dressed in a snakeskin vest with a low-cut tan muscle shirt underneath. Snake tattoos wrapping around his body and arms.
Quickly walk over.
All right, what do you want to do? He doesn't like see you. He's focused. He's like, "Come on,
I'm gonna pat him on the
Harris."
shoulder. I'm gonna pat him on the shoulder. Say, hey, listen.
Look, wino, get your hands off.
I don't think he.
Hmm.
I don't think he has what you're looking for.
Well, he should. It's promised to me. Now, why don't you go piss off? I'm doing business here, huh?
I think that I might be able to cover his debt for the time being. But
You think so?
you and I are gonna have to have a conversation because I think you know something. You know some people that I'm interested in getting to know better.
So you got this, you say you have what he owes me.
Well, how much does he owe you?
10 gold piece. See,
I'm gonna
he's
roll
been
insight.
I'm
I'm gonna roll insight.
Hmm.
I did not roll very well.
Go ahead.
I rolled like a 6.
All right. Yep. He sort of goes, he reaches down, taps his face. You see Harris is like basically unconscious. He's been a busy, busy boy. Haven't you, Harris? And he owes me a little bit. So yeah. Do you actually have 10 gold and you're willing to put it up for Harris's sake? Must be a family member or something. Don't really see much resemblance.
Listen, you and I are the only sober people on this ship. You know I'm not going to tell you how much I have, but I have enough. So
But you
I
see,
need to.
That's the thing about family, isn't it? You know, it makes you
What's that?
soft, makes you weak. You know, it's so easy to go and find something, find someone. You know, without
Yeah, just
any
help,
you
right?
know, without too much effort either. Just something, you know, you can just do. It's like a free little an opening, a gap in everyone's armor. I'm gonna need you to roll me a wisdom save, please.
Save.
Yes.
Okay, that is 17.
17. Okay, you succeed. You go, and as he's speaking, like for the tiniest of moments, you have like this image in your mind of him walking up towards your family home. But you shake it away quickly. Just sort of looks at you. He's just still talking, chatting along. He's like, so, how about you just hand over the gold and I'll be on my way.
Oh, buddy, your methods aren't going to work on me. I got, I actually am quite interested in getting to know you better. I have, how should I put this? I've been interested in, I'm trying to phrase this delicately, your business. And I'd love to talk to you about, you know, some recent moves you might have been making.
My business. And what is it that you know about my business?
Well, you see, are you familiar with one Thrag Aureus?
No, never heard of the guy.
Roll insight.
Go ahead.
13?
Seems to be telling the truth.
Really? Interesting. Because, well, you see, we really should be somewhere more out of earshot to have this conversation. Is there somewhere I can reach you?
You know, I agree. Actually, why don't you come with me? I know a spot.
Do you know?
I do.
How do I know your spot is a safe for me kind of spot?
Well, it's a risk, isn't it? It's a risk me even talking to you. By all rights, the second you tapped my shoulder, I should have punched you in the kidney and ran out of here.
How are you going to hit my kidney from all the way up there?
I'm pretty quick.
Fair enough.
Well,
Let's get moving.
so look. All right, good enough. You kind of cut him off. He's like, all right, good. All right. So you go and you exit the ship and you make your way. Shide catches your eye.
Yeah, I'm going to signal her to follow at
Okay.
a distance.
Gotcha. Oh, let me get Shide's sheet up real quick. Just so I know.
For stealth? Oh, this is going to be a
Yeah.
great roll.
This is going to be such a great roll, especially in the heavy armor.
Of course.
So that's disadvantage, a plus 0.
One.
All right.
Let's go.
Plus
Which is
0
low for
with
Shide.
disadvantage for Shide. That's an
What's the average of
18
that, like a
and
7?
a 7. All right.
7.
All right, let's see
alright.
his
Would it just be against his passive? Like, it probably wouldn't be, actually.
it wouldn't
would
and
be
it,
his
it
passive, yeah.
it both wouldn't and it also fails because it's a 7.
Oh!
So, as you're making your way through, he's like, you know, it seems like you're sort of walking through Ship Road, just kind of winding through. And he's like, you know, I think we've got a tail. I mean, I assume you do, but we're being
It's real
followed.
funny. Oh, fucking... Hop was giving me trouble earlier.
Oh, so that's so. All right, well, maybe we
Look,
can.
there's not going to be an incident with them, I don't think.
All right.
I think they're just making sure I don't go back where I said I wasn't going to go, which I hope isn't where you're taking me. I guess there's always a chance.
It's not. All right. Well, let's just book it. I don't think they can catch up to us in all that armor.
Not supposed to book it, given the conversation I had with them.
Oh.
Let me go talk to them.
All right.
See if I can get her off our back.
I'll be over
Wait
here.
here.
And he goes and he kind of like ducks down a corner and disappears.
This is huge, The Departed shit going on.
All right. They kind of walks over to you, is like, what are you doing here?
He's taking me to some like secret spot or something, and I'm never gonna tell you, but it's like we're gonna have a conversation, is what I've laid out with him. And I'm gonna try to get some information on what he knows. And if you go he ducked into that alley, and he said he wanted to book it away. I told him that you had told me that I couldn't, you'd have an eye on me, right?
Yeah.
From the altercation earlier. So, the goal here is, I'm trying to get you to, I don't know how to have you lose us. It's not normally how this works.
All right. Well, we can probably just. I have an idea. All right. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Again, sorry. That is a natural 20.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
With a great sword?
No, just punch.
Oh, okay.
Not with the great sword. God. No.
Fucking slay you in the street.
So it's a nat 20, so you take 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Jesus.
And they just completely cold cocks you and knocks you down. Is like,
Fucking hell.
now you stay out of trouble and watch your mouth.
Yeah, let's make it look real, man.
And they goes
Fucking
and sort of
hell.
storms off. And as is walking away, you hear again just, sorry.
I'm gonna second wind that.
All right.
So, how much does that restore? It
I
is
think it's 2d6?
1d10.
I think it's 1d10 plus my level. So I just need to roll at least a 3 on the d10. And I'm back to full. That was a lot of damage.
You got Shide is strong,
Okay,
and that
that's
was
enough.
the nat 20.
I am restored to full.
All right.
Okay.
Sweet. So, good. The person sort of walks over, is like, damn,
Yeah, it looks like
you got your shit rocked.
Oh, she's pretty strong.
Yeah, I guess so.
I don't mind
Well,
though.
that's good to know that. Well, she wasn't with you. He sort of reaches his
not.
hand. He reaches his hand to pick you up off the ground. Name's
Take it.
Zeus, by the way.
Oh, pleasure to meet you. What do they call? Oh, what's a code name? I haven't thought of a code name. I have to think of a really funny code name. Oh man. What would be the first name I would think of? It's a woman's name. What are the
Why do you have a
My
code?
name's Mallory.
What,
what are the
what-
FCC? What are the FCC? The other ones who aren't embarrassed their names again?
Irona
Yeah.
and Vanilla.
You can call me Vanilla.
Vanilla. Let's get going.
wait, why do you have a code name?
Because I'm not telling him my real name.
And with that,
Do we all get...
we will end tonight's session.
Next session's name is We All Have Code Names Now.
All right. Well, we started one low and we ended one lower, but we made it to the end of session.
Yay!
All right. Thank you both.
Good
Thank you
work,
both
folks.
Or
This is
sticking,
out of my element
sticking
because
with.
I'm in an unfamiliar D&D environment.
Having to roleplay?
It's like I'm sitting on a couch watching it on the TV, petting a dog. I'm out of my element.
Wow.
Yeah, the element down.
I prefer the solitude of my room on my computer.
Your pewter.
I'm out of my element. I'm out of my element, Donnie.
Can I change my code name actually?
What? No, we just did it.
my-
I'm kidding.
I need a code name now.
All right. Good night, all.
Good night.
Peace.
Podcast
Talk
out.
us out.